game time. Well, it's almost game time. It's almost game time. We were just a few minutes away from Chiefs Packers live from Lambeau Field. I'm not doing an energy drink because I'm just so I got coffee, I got water. I'm extremely jacked up. A bunch of great games that happened this today. Some upsets, some really good games. I will be live Tuesday to kind of break it all down. So, man, Perry, what's up, brother? Man, I am doing fantastic. You know what? Since we got a minute or two, I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna say it right now, and I'm gonna say the same thing Tuesday. Georgia got screwed. If you missed it, I'm going to go over some of the games here, man. I'm doing great. Perry, more importantly, man, how are you doing, brother? How are you doing, man? Oh, man, Tim. Kelsey is going to ball out. You know why? And the reason why Tim's saying that is because, surprisingly, Taylor Swift is not in my apartment, but she's at Lambeau Field. The over-under on Taylor Swift appearances will be 11.5, Tim. 11.5 for your favorite artist. I love it. I can't get enough of it. Oh, man. This is going to be such a good game. The Packers, the Packers have won 2 straight. 3 out of their last 4. They're pushing for a playoff spot. If the playoffs were to start today, the Packers are on the outside looking in, but with a win, they would join the Vikings, the Rams, and the Seahawks at 6-6, and 2 of those teams are in the playoffs right now. The Vikings hold the 6, Rams hold the 7 seed. And the Packers would play the Vikings one more time. So this is a big game for the Packers. This is with the Chiefs, on the other hand, with a win, they would actually, with the tiebreakers, the way they are, they would actually own the 1 seed. But it's very important for Kansas City with Miami winning, and Baltimore is on a bye. Jacksonville is also on a bye, or actually Jacksonville, will play Monday. So, with a win, there's going to be 4 teams and 9 wins. So it's a very big, important game, man. Just okay, brother? Well, listen, man, hopefully a Chiefs win will cheer you up. Probably will not cheer you up as much as it will cheer me up. I am very excited for my Chiefs to play. This is going to be such a great game. What Green Bay did in the draft was they drafted 3 receivers and 2 tight ends. Luke Musgrave was chosen in the 2nd round out of Oregon State. He would have been first-round pick, but he tore his ACL midseason. Tucker Kraft, a tight end out of South Dakota State, was injured earlier in the year. He's coming on. This is a guy with massive upside, a lot of ability. And Jalen Reed, the other player chosen in the 2nd round, big-time player anytime they get the ball into his hands. And then you also have last year, 2nd round pick, Christian Watson, lots of ability. Last year's 4th round pick, Romeo Dobbs, another guy with a lot of ability. There is just a lot of young talent at the receiving position. And of course, you had Jordan Love, a guy that I have not been very, very high on, but last couple of weeks, he's played lights out. The front 7's very good. They do have some issues in the secondary. Jair Alexander, star corner, I believe. I'm going to double check this. He is out. He's their best defensive back. The Chiefs really need to take advantage of this. Remember, they traded their other corner, Rasheed Douglas, during the trade deadline to Buffalo, thinking that they would probably need some draft picks because at the time, They were not doing so hot, but winning 3 out of 4, they can make a playoff push. And the Packers, if they get into the playoffs, it's going to be a very, very fun team to watch. Perry says, every time Green Bay loses is a good day. Well, hopefully it will happen Sunday. Green Bay draft to be complete year in and year out. It's going to be interesting what Green Bay does because they do have. Remember, they got an extra second round pick. They have an extra third round pick. The biggest question was, in my opinion, is the guy Jordan Love. Now, the last couple of weeks, it looked like it has been Jordan Love, but we really don't know. We really don't know. So we're going to have to find out. But hopefully he has a terrible game. The last time Jordan Love, as a matter of fact, Jordan Love's first start in the NFL was against the Chiefs, was in Arrowhead Stadium, and he looked horrible. He looked absolutely terrible. He did not look like he belonged in the NFL. But the last couple of weeks, he has played lights out. Since we're getting ready for kickoff here, I'm going to go over all the scores today. It was a great week of football. I've only got a chance to watch 2 games. I watched Denver and Houston. Great game. Great job, Houston Texans. And Denver played really well. Of course, as a Chiefs fan, I always want Denver to lose, but Denver played really well. Great game. Just came up short against a team that looks really good. The Houston Texans look really good. And then I literally just finished San Francisco and Philly. I had the game on DVR, just finished a few minutes ago. Just a few. If you look at the box score, you're going to say it's a blowout. It's a it really was just a few plays one way or another. Just a few plays one way or another. It very easily could have gone Eagles' way, but great job by the Eagles. And it's great job by the 49ers. It makes next week's game of Philly and Dallas so interesting because Dallas with a win would be on top of the NFC East. So in 2 weeks, we could see Philly go from a 1 seed to a 5 seed. It's going to be a fun couple weeks in the NFL. Perry says Love is not a franchise quarterback. He's a solid starter, above average quarterback at best. That's kind of what I think. And here's a drill. You have extra draft capital. Let's say you finish 7-10 with the extra draft capital. Do you try to trade up and get your guy in the draft, or there's going to be a lot of really good tackles that are going to be available, and you go after one of them? That's going to be kind of the battle there. This is going to be a great draft because we have some quarterbacks, we have some tackles. As of right now, New England holds the number 2 pick in the draft. Chicago, thanks to the trade they made during the draft, will have the number 1 pick in the draft. They have Carolina's pick in the draft. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Oh, my God. Amazement. What is up, brother? What's up, Dan? We won and stopped the bleeding, but still don't feel good. That game shouldn't even be close. Even if it's a bit, you know what? Amazement. Is so good to see you. And here's the drill. I picked Carolina because I thought the new coach. I went with the trend. I think that this is a team that during the offseason, I think Todd Bowles is going to be gone. I don't think you keep Baker Mayfield, which kind of sucks because, to tell you the truth, if you have a team with a good defense like the Bucs do, if you get Baker Mayfield's a guy who if you say, hey, look, I'm a starter, I'll take less money, keep that defense together, get a few pieces on offense, and I think you could do something. But I think that what you're going to see is this offseason. By the way, I'm going to have a Black Monday show, so it's going to be an atom bomb. So Love is not worth $50 million a year. I don't think so either, man. Perry, you're preaching to the choir. I don't think he's that guy. And that's going to be an interesting decision because what do you do if you're the Packers? Do you want to go ahead and pay the guy what he's probably going, and that's probably what his agent's going to want, especially if he keeps playing the way he does the end of the season. And if Green Bay gets in the playoffs, it's going to be hard, but you do have some extra draft picks, so it's going to be a lot of fun. We swept the NFC South. Congratulations to One Pride 40. I was watching it and I was like, 21-0. Oh God, I'm going to eat some crow. And then I saw the Saints coming back. And I'm like, oh God, what's going to happen if the Saints come back and win this game? Carr is in concussion protocol. I was messing around social media. Somebody made a mock draft and had the Saints taking Jalen Daniels, the LSU quarterback. And I was just like, oh, how awesome would that be for the guy who is probably going to win the Heisman to get drafted by the Saints? And that makes sense, and it'll be there. So, but congratulations on the win, man. Big time win. That Dallas matchup in a couple of weeks is going to be a lot of fun. A Dallas matchup in a couple of weeks is going to be a lot of fun. I don't want to tank, but I hope we get one of those quarterbacks next season. Bowles has done too. He has to win the South and wild card. Yeah, he's not going to do either one of those things. So no, he is going to be gone, and I think that you have to get one of these quarterbacks. I just mentioned Jalen Daniels. He's going to be one. I have not watched the North Carolina quarterback play yet. I know that's terrible. I watched Oregon and Washington play. I think both those guys are going to be first-round picks. Both those guys are really, really good players. It wouldn't surprise me if one of those two ends up being drafted by Tampa. And amazement, you know the deal, brother. When draft time comes after the season's over, it's going to be draft central right here, man. We're going to talk about your Bucks quite a bit. We're going to talk about your Bucks quite a bit. The Chiefs are going with all white, and the Packers wearing their traditional colors. I love the all white look for the Kansas City Chiefs. I think these are tight, all white with the red helmets. Chiefs are going to kick off. It's going left to right on your screen here. It's going to be a touchback, and the Packers are going to take over. It's going to be a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Jordan Love is going to lead the attack against this Chiefs defense. Chiefs defense, one of the best defenses in the National Football League. Some injuries that the Packers have on offense, of course. No left tackle, no Aaron Jones, but they have a lot of young receivers that have been stepping up, and they got some good pieces in play here, but the Chiefs front seven, one of the best units in National Football League, really has to step up. They're going to line up early on. It looks like it's a 4 wide receiver set. Of course, it's Tyler Croft's the tight end. He's going to line up in the standard wide position to Jordan Love's left. It's going to be a pitch play end around, and that's to the rookie out of Michigan State, and Jalen Reed, and he gets a gain of 9 for a nice little. Technically, I think it's a pop pass, so it's going to count as a pass play, but it's really a run. It's a run, but it's one of those pop passes. Nice job by the Packers getting the speedy Reed into the open field for the first play of the game. So it's going to be second, and it's 2nd and 1, but it's really more like, well, actually they marked him at the 34. I felt like he was a little closer, so. Packers are going to go with 2 tight ends. Actually, that's a fullback, and it's going to be a handoff to A.J. Dillon. He's going to go around the right side for a gain of 4 and a Packers first down. So nice job by the Packers. Nice little razzle-dazzle play, first play. Then traditional A.J. Dillon, their 250-pound running back out of Boston College, just around to the right side, get the first down. You want to make this game. If you're the Green Bay Packers, you want to make this game as short as possible. You don't want to get in a shootout with the Kansas City Chiefs. You really don't. You want to make this as short as possible. Same formation here, 1 tight end, 2 receivers, and a fullback. It's going to be play action pass. Jordan Love's got time. He's going to go downfield, and he hits Christian Watson for a gain of 20. Nice job, Christian Watson. And this is a nice little dig route by Christian Watson. Just goes downfield, cuts inside, sits in there, and the play action pass. Jordan Love did have time to throw. By NFL standards, this is pitch and catch. This is a beautiful throw. And Christian Watson, very nice catch. Big 6'3", 6'4", wide receiver out of North Dakota State. 1st and 10 for the Green Bay Packers at the Chiefs 45. They are in enemy territory. Love in shotgun formation. He's got A.J. Dillon to the right. Handoff to Dillon around the right side. He is hit by Byron Cook, the safety, who's gives up about 40 pounds, but finally drags him down after a gain. It's going to be about a gain of 4 here for the Green Bay Packers. And I like what they're doing here, the play action pass, a nice easy throw. And then A.J. Dillon has to have a big game. A.J. Dillon has to have a big game. You want to go ahead and, again, the Packers want to keep this game as short as possible. They want to eat a lot of clock here. It's going to be 2nd and 7 at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. Love's under center here. Looks like he's changing some plays here. He's going to motion Watson here. It's going to be a fake handoff to Watson, handoff to Dillon around the right side. Dillon powers forward. He looks like he stopped originally for a gain of 2, powers forward for a gain of 5, maybe 6. It's going to be 3rd and very, very, very short for the Green Bay Packers here. And I'm going to be honest with you, this could be 4-down territory. They're kind of in no man's land. It's very nice weather for Green Bay in early December. It's very nice weather, but it would end up being, if they didn't get the first down, it would be about a 52, 53-yard field goal. They're going to call it 3rd and 2 here. And the Packers are going to line up 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers. A.J. Dillon's in the backfield. Jordan Love is under center here. It's going to be a handoff right up the middle at A.J. Dillon, and he gets enough. It looks like it's a Packers first down. Powers forward for a gain of 3. We need to see this from the Packers, is that A.J. Dillon has to have a massive, massive game. He's got to have a big game. And when I say big game, he doesn't have to light it up for you fantasy football owners, but the Packers have to control the clock. You got to get ahead of the chains, and you want to make sure that you don't put Jordan Love in a position where he has to win this game for you. 1st and 10 for the Green Bay Packers at the Kansas City Chiefs 34. Love's in a shotgun formation here. It's a standard formation here, fullback, tight end. A.J. Dillon this time goes around the right side. Correction, when I've been saying right side, but they were going around the left side. This time he goes around to the right. And, this is a major blow for the Kansas City Chiefs. Drew Tranquill, who's taken over for Nick Bolton as the starting inside linebacker. Drew Tranquill, a longtime Charger, was picked up by Kansas City in free agency. And what a great job by the Kansas City Chiefs in attacking free agency, getting a former starter to come in as a part-time player. Nick Bolton goes down with an injury. Drew Tranquill takes over as the starting inside linebacker and leads the team in tackles. That's how good he's been playing. But he is down, and as we are going to a commercial timeout here, this is bad news for Chiefs fans, because if he goes down, we're going to be to our 3rd string middle linebacker. Our first 4 rookies balled today. I know Laporta lit it up, if I remember right, 140 and a touchdown. But you'd have to tell me. I imagine Branch had a good day. I know Carr got knocked out. I didn't have a chance to watch the game. I do want to watch the game because I want to find out. I'm also going to be paying attention to Carr. But I have to admit, when I saw the mock draft with Jaden Daniels, I'm sorry. Or is it Jalen? Probably going to win the Heisman Trophy. Getting picked by the Saints in the first round would just be awesome. That entire division may have new coaches, should have new quarterbacks too. Yeah, I'm going to keep following this because I thought Carr to the Saints would really make them a dangerous team, and it really hasn't happened. So I'm thinking to myself, they may go ahead and the Saints also are something like $80 million over the cap. It's something crazy. It's something really, really, really crazy. So we're gonna have to see what happens. Saints are gonna be an interesting team. I think they're kind of just gonna atom bomb their team after the season. Chief super fan, what is up, brother? Oh yeah, Lambeau Field's fantastic. I've actually been to Green Bay several times. It's been a long time, but I got to drive around Lambeau Field, around the stadium. Correctly. I'm being corrected. I'm correcting myself here. Beautiful place, Green Bay. Beautiful place. Never go there during the winter. It is miserable during the winter, but just great place to be. Congratulations to the Lions. It's their success this season. Thanks for beating the Saints. We still need. Yeah, you do. I'll be honest with you. I really just don't think you're going to get there, but I'll be pulling for you, Amazement. I'll be pulling for you. I picked the Saints to win that division. It's going to be very interesting here. 2nd and 5 here. Packers going with the standard 2 tight end, 2 wide receiver, and AJ Dillon's being replaced at the time being here. I forgot who the backup is. Jordan Love play action pass. He's going to hit Tyler Croft here for a 1st down. Nice job. What you do is a little play action pass, a little bootleg, hit the 3rd round pick, Tyler Croft. He missed the first part of the season, was injured. Really talented tight end. Really talented tight end. And I like this. You get a backup middle linebacker. What do? A little misdirection right away. Smart move by the Green Bay Packers, and they get a 1st down here. They get a gain of 10, and they are at they're just outside the red zone. It looks like they're just right on the opposite end of the 20-yard line. Packers in shotgun formation here. A little pitch pass out to Jalen Reed, the 2nd-round rookie out of Michigan State. This time the Chiefs are ready for it and stop them for no gain, so it's going to be a 2nd and 10. And my apologies, I should know who that is just off the top of my head, but I drew a blank here. It's Patrick Taylor, the running back, that's backing up A.J. Dillon, so he's going to give Dillon a breather here. Oh, man, it's my boy, Chad. Man, Chad, you dude, I'm giddy with excitement. We really need a win here. 2nd and 10. Jordan Love's going to be in shotgun formation. A.J. Dillon enters into the game here. 3 wide receivers, but Dillon's just going to take the handoff right up the middle. Powers forward for a gain of 7. Nice play by the Packers, making this 3rd and manageable. You didn't want to be in a 3rd and long situation, and the Packers are going to utilize a little tempo here. They're going to go hurry up. Jordan Love goes under center, goes back into shotgun formation here. Looks like that they were going to run a play, and now now they're going to run. This is what's called a muddle huddle, where you just kind of get together real quickly here. The center is actually still hunched over the ball here, and it wouldn't surprise me if Packers burn a timeout here because they're switching the play completely. Now we're going to 2 and 1, and there is going to be a timeout here. There's a lot of confusion by the Green Bay Packers. So with 8:20 left in the 1st quarter, the Packers are going to take their 1st timeout, and this is a good place to take a timeout here. You're 3rd and 4. You really need this win. You're going against a really good defense. You're going against Patrick Mahomes. After you utilizing a lot of time off the clock, make sure you get the right play, put yourself in the right situation, because this could very well be 4-down territory for the Green Bay Packers. Unless you lose yards, it wouldn't surprise me if Green Bay goes ahead and goes for it here on 4th down. Wouldn't surprise me at all. This first drive, Jordan Love's been 4 out of 4 for 37 yards. A.J. Dillon's going to take a breather here. It's Patrick Taylor to Jordan Love's left, shotgun formation. Trips to the top of the screen. Romeo Dobbs to the bottom here. Jordan Love back to pass here. Launch. Nice. Just throws a laser beam to Reed. Gets the 1st down. 1st and goal for the Green Bay Packers. Jalen Reed just runs a slant route. And that's a big-time throw. Very impressive pass by Jordan Love. Nice job here. Correction, it's Wicks, Dominic Wicks, 5th-round pick here. My mistake here. I thought it was Dontavian Wicks, 5th-round pick out of Virginia, a player I really liked coming out of the draft. Hasn't played much this year, but he's getting some playing time now. A.J. Dillon comes in. It's 1st and goal at just outside the 7 here. A.J. Dillon around the right here. He's going to power forward, and he's almost in the end zone. It's a gain of 6 here. Nice job by the Packers as we are under 7:30. So the Packers have already burned up half a quarter, and we got another Chief down. I can't tell who this is here. It's Charles Montague, and we're going to take a commercial timeout here as Montague is going to get some medical assistance. So this first drive really bad. 2 Chiefs starters go down, and the Packers burn up over half a quarter, and this is exactly what they wanted to do. This is exactly what the Green Bay Packers wanted to do. Laporta and Branch played their minds out today. Branch is amazing. That was a guy I kept on saying before the draft. I thought the lowest he would go would be to the Chargers. Great draft pick by the Lions, and he's going to be a really good player. Can the Texans have both offensive and defensive rookies of the year this season? Remember the Jets did last season with Garrett Wilson and Sauce. Will Anderson, up until that game, has done okay, but he had 3 sacks total entering the game against Denver. Had a phenomenal game. I mean, just completely disruptive. I don't think so, but if he has a few more games like that and the Texans make the playoffs, absolutely. Georgia got fucked. One Pride 40 asked, what do you think the 4 teams in the playoff? Georgia completely got anal raped. I don't like it at all. I tweeted out yesterday, Michigan, Washington, Alabama, Georgia. Texas gets in. Georgia does not. Georgia 100% deserves to be in. Georgia is better than Texas. And you know what the thing is? It wouldn't surprise me at all if Texas beats Washington. It wouldn't surprise me at all. It really wouldn't. But are they as good as Georgia? No. Georgia should be in. What should have happened is we should have seen Michigan against Georgia in the game that we should have saw last year. And it should have been Alabama against Washington. I'm not happy with this at all. Georgia completely got screwed. They were the best team in the country. You lose to Alabama in the SEC championship game, a bowl game. I think Nick Saban's 8-1 in. And by the way, you want to tell me Texas beat Alabama? So what? They lost to Oklahoma. And don't tell me, look, Florida State's on their 3rd string quarterback. I'm sorry, no team's ever as good with your 3rd string quarterback as your starting quarterback. It's tough. People want to say the ACC's Power 5 conference. It's like the stepchild of the power conferences. So no, I mean, I do like the fact that we're going to see Georgia versus Florida State. That to me is going to be a lot of fun. But the 14, no, Georgia got screwed. Drew Tranquil is going to go ahead and go into the locker room. That is not a good sign for the Chiefs. Leo Chenal, 3rd-round pick out of last year's draft, is coming in. They've been using him a lot of different formation. Packers going to go 3 tight ends, fullback, Jordan Love, play action pass, touchdown Packers. It's Sims. I believe he's the 3rd-string tight end. That's Sims. And Packers strike first. It's Ben Sims gets the touchdown. Packers up 6-0. Great job. This is exactly what you wanted to do if you're the Green Bay Packers. And you know what? I apologize. Sims is also a rookie. I'll be honest with you, I kind of forgot about Sims because he was a later draft pick. It says he's a rookie. He was an undrafted guy. He wasn't drafted. So undrafted tight end, and Packers line up for the extra point. The kick is up. The kick is good. Packers strike first, 7-0, 7:13 left in the first quarter. Packers strike first. Let's see what the Chiefs can do. Laporta, I hit on my prop. Oh, yeah, Laporta is phenomenal. And amazement, even Lions fans agree that Laporta would look way better in Chiefs red. So did Campbell. We had them on the – oh, Campbell wore the green dot. That's huge. That's huge. I love it. I think, honestly, FSU got denied partly of the quarterback getting hurt plus committee. Yeah, here's the deal. Florida State was healthy. They probably blew out Louisville. Louisville's not that good. I don't care. They're ranked 12th or whatever. They're really not that good. It's a great story. If they beat Louisville by 20 or 30, which they probably would have done, I don't have a problem with them being in which case it would be those 3 in Bama, and that would be a lot of fun. But if you think FSU got denied, yeah, I get it where you're coming from, but bottom line, 3rd-string quarterback, they're not as good as Georgia. And you'll watch, Georgia will beat them. I think Georgia will beat them soundly, to tell you the truth. Chiefs are actually going to return the kick here. Richie James is going to take it at the end zone. He's going to get out to the 24-yard line here. So the Chiefs are going to take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line with 7:08 left in the first quarter. Patrick Mahomes, reigning MVP, reigning Super Bowl MVP, the best quarterback in the National Football League. Let's see what he can do here. Oh, man, Keaton Talk Sports. How about that 49ers beatdown? For those of you who missed it on Friday, Keaton Talk Sports joined the live stream and said Ohio State would beat all four of those teams in the college football playoff by 50 points. He did a great job. Hopefully, Keaton Talk Sports will come back on the show again. Patrick Mahomes, shotgun formation, trips to the outside. Rashee Rice, second-round pick out of SMU, having a great season. Gets a little screen pass here with Kelsey and Sky Moore blocking. It's a gain of 8 here for the rookie out of SMU, a guy that I really, really, really like. Rashee Rice is something special. Denying Texas would have got the committee crushed since they beat Bama in their backyard. Washington, Texas, good game, though. Both are good matchups. I'll touch base on that in a minute here. Patrick Mahomes, handoff here to Isaiah Pacheco. Pacheco's going to power forward, and he's still on his feet, gets a gain of 7. Kansas City Chiefs first down at the 41-yard line. I agree with everything you're saying, Amazement. The thing is, Bama's so much better now than they were week 3. That's the issue, and that's an issue that I have. Chiefs on up. Well, I don't know. Patrick Mahomes back to pass shotgun formation here. He's going to drop it off Pacheco. Pacheco is going to go ahead and take it. He doesn't want to go down. Fights for extra yards. Gets a gain of 6 here at their own 48-yard line. So it's going to be second and about 4. Here for the Kansas City Chiefs here. And early on, I like what the Chiefs are doing. It's actually, they're going to call it 2nd and 3 here. And what they did is Patrick Mahomes really wanted to go deep this play, but just the Packers had everything covered, just checked down to Pacheco. So it's 2nd and 3 here. Everybody spread out here. It's 3 wide receivers and Kelsey. Kelsey's basically a wide receiver in that particular set. Check down to Pacheco. He's going to be stopped immediately for a gain of 1. So it's going to be 3rd and 2 here for the Kansas City Chiefs. Key 3rd down here early in the game here. And it's about at midfield here. Nice job by the Packers. Isaiah Pacheco one-on-one. And the Packers corner went ahead and got the job done here. And very nice play here. Very nice play. 3rd and 2 here. They're going to give Pacheco a breather, put in CEH here. They're going to motion CEH now to the bottom, back to Mahomes' left here. Travis Kelce's going to line up the standard wide position set, hand off to CEH. He's going to go around the left side. He's going to get 4 yards and a Kansas City Chiefs first down. A nice job by CEH. Nothing really fancy here, just a nice run play. The Packers front 7 is really good, folks. The Packers front 7 is really good. I have some questions about their secondary, but this front 7's one of the better front 7s in the National Football League. So buckle up, Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes is now going to be under center. Pacheco comes back in here. Play action pass to Pacheco here. Mahomes wants to go deep, but he's going to fire across the center, trying to hit Kelsey, but it's incomplete. One Pride 40 says, I think the committee more money to put an SEC team. It's all about revenue. Keep in mind Texas is moving to the SEC, but I think as far as money goes, I mean Texas and Georgia, those whites. Oh yeah, the all white is fucking amazing. I've loved it. They haven't done these. They've been using the red pants. I love these. I absolutely love these. 2nd and 10 for the Chiefs here. Trips at bottom formation here. A little throw and catch to Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce breaks the tackle. Powers forward. Gets a Kansas City Chiefs first down. There is a flag on the play. You're going to see what the flag is. But Travis Kelce's first reception of the game here. It's going to be pass interference. Offense. Oh, no. Offensive pass interference, big penalty against the Chiefs here. It's going to be against Kelsey. They're going to show the replay here. So what they did here is a little different. They put a corner this time, and they put that's not a good call. That's not a good call at all. That's a downright terrible call by the officials. So it's going to be 2nd and 20. It's a massive penalty. 2nd and 20 here for the Kansas City Chiefs here. Patrick Mahomes shotgun formation. Pacheco to his right here. Mahomes back to pass here. He's scrambling around to the top of the formation here. He's going to run. He's at 50. He's going to step out of bounds. About the 46, he's going to get a gain of about 9. So it's going to be 3rd and 11 coming up here. Yeah, these white uniforms are just sweet. These are just sweet. Yeah, I'm surprised Georgia. Yeah, me too. I thought Texas would get left out, especially since Georgia's been number 1 all year long. That SEC championship game was a playoff by itself. Yeah, yeah. Damn, is that mug big? You zoomed in? No, it zoomed in. It zoomed in. That's all. It's not that big. It's actually a pretty big sized coffee cup. It's not really big. 3rd and 11 here. Trips at bottom of formation here. Patrick Mahomes back to pass. He's scrambling around. He wants to go downfield. He's going to check down. And he hits MVS, who returns home for a gain of 15 and a Kansas City Chiefs first down. Nice job, MVS. Blasted after drops on Monday night, mostly by me. But nice catch here. They're going to take another look at this because people don't believe MVS actually caught the ball, but he did. It's very clean. Kansas City Chiefs first down at the Packers 32-yard line. So it's going to be, actually, they're going to have it at the 31-yard line. Patrick Mahomes qualified 33 yards here. 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers are going to move Kelsey to the top of the formation. Isaiah Pacheco goes around the left side, breaks it in 25. He's in 20. He's in 15. Comes back to the 10. Again, he's going to get down to the 4-yard line. Isaiah Pacheco. One thing the Kansas City Chiefs over the last couple of weeks have been running the ball more, and they've been effective. This offensive line, one of the best units in the National Football League, has been running the ball really, really well. This was a nice gain, 27 yards here. Isaiah Pacheco just runs angry, folks. This is a nice design and a very nice run by Isaiah Pacheco for a gain of 27. It'll be first and goal. They're actually going to mark it down to 5 with all his 4 trips to the bottom of the formation here. They're going to motion Pacheco here. Patrick Mahomes back to pass here. He's got pressure here, and he's going to be sacked. Lucas Van Ness, first-round pick out of Iowa, player I absolutely have a major man crush on, gets a sack there. He just goes around Donovan Smith. This is a guy that has all the upside in the world. And in correction, it was actually, I missed it here. Donovan Smith went out. It was actually rookie William Morris, a 4th-round pick out of Oklahoma, somebody that the Kansas City Chiefs are really high on. But he's gone in as Donovan Smith left, and Lucas Van Ness in battle of rookies went ahead and won. So it's going to be 2nd and goal at the 14-yard line here. And William Morris is now the starting left tackle. We'll get some more information as that comes available here. As they have Pacheco around to the left side, he's going to corkscrew himself to the 9-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 9 here. Yeah, I hear you, but I thought Georgia would slide to 2 or 3. Yeah, Georgia just got screwed, man. I mean, that game easily could have gone either way. I agree. Amazement, I agree. 3rd and goal here from the 45. CEH is going to come in here. Trips to the bottom of the formation here. Kelsey to the top here. Mahomes wants Kelsey. He's covered. Patrick Mahomes going to scramble around. He's in trouble, and he's going to go down. A combination of Rashawn Gary and Kenny Clark here get the sack here. I don't know who exactly they're going to get credit for. Both these guys are really, really good football players. Chiefs fans, I told you this front 7 was good here. And what this is very, very obvious. The Chiefs put 3 receivers. They're trying to isolate Kelsey at the top of the formation, but the Packers were ready for it. Nobody else got free. And Mahomes didn't have enough time to kind of scramble around here as Kenny Clark, a longtime stalwart on that defensive line, Rashawn Gary, who got a big-time contract. So the Chiefs are going to try for a 34-yard field goal. Harrison Butker's been perfect all season. He gets the kick. It's good. Kansas City Chiefs 3, Packers 7 at the end of 1. So the Packers so far have done everything that you want to do. They shortened the game. They got points, and they kept the Chiefs out of the end zone, and that's 1, 2, and 3. Those are the 3 things that you need for an upset. Gotcha. Also believed University of Michigan wanted to play Florida State, not Bama. Yeah. Michigan definitely wanted to play Florida State. Definitely want to play Florida State. Do you think Johnson stays with the Lions? One pride. He's got some offers next season. I think he's gone. Also heard Aaron Glenn may get some head coaching jobs. Amazement. Don't be surprised if Ben Johnson has the Bucs high on his list. I think that would be a really great job if you're Ben Johnson, because you have a really, really good defense. You have the NFC South, which is really there's no dominant team there. So you have a really good defense. You have some playmakers on offense. The offensive line's not bad. The only thing you need to quarterback in this draft is loaded with them. So there's also a possibility that you got Hendon Hooker, and then you also have Jared Goff there. So you never know. I mean, you never know what could happen there in Detroit. So yeah, that's what sucks about having success. And this is going to be the first time in a long time Lions fans are going to have to deal with defections. So maybe the Bears too. The Bears are going to try to get them. Yeah, for sure. Even Anthony Glenn got head coaching looks, which is wild. I don't think he wants to go there. And he says he doesn't think he wants to go to. I think Tampa Bay would be a good spot. If Bama beats Georgia, is the Tide not better? I think Bama and Georgia should have been in. I think it should go on Michigan, Washington, Alabama, and Georgia, and it should have been Michigan against Georgia in the first round, Washington and Bama in the other semifinal game, or whatever you want to call it. But the game we should be looking at in the first round should be Michigan, Georgia, the game we should have got last year. So, what wide receiver is going to emerge from the logjam with the Chiefs? Rice was for a minute. There was more times. Yeah. Rice is going to be the guy. It's just a matter of time. Sky Moore's been disappointing, but he's young. I haven't written him off yet, but he's the guy I really am disappointed with him. MVS, I don't think will be at the team next year. I said this before, and I'm going to keep saying it. The Chiefs are going to draft a receiver somewhere between rounds 2 and 5. When I say receiver, it'll be a tight end. And we have our first Taylor Swift sighting. Taylor Swift is there, and of course she's cold. It's in Lambeau, but it's actually warm for Lambeau. So our first Taylor Swift sighting here, as Travis Kelce usually plays well when Taylor is there. The Packers have a very solid team. Is Love rookie year done? I believe it's done after this year. I can't remember if this is year 5 or not. This is 4 or 5. Bunker's going to kick, and this is going to go out of the end zone. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Green Bay Packers at the 25. Let me see here if I remember. I thought I had this memorized. So Jordan Love was drafted in 2020. So this is year 4. So you get the 5th year option this year, and that's probably what Green Bay is going to do. So I had 2 today, but I'm drinking coffee right now. I had 2 today. I actually had to work today. I had to get up early. I'll probably have a few tomorrow, but yeah. Yeah, I know. I 100% understand. I 100% understand. Jordan Love play action pass here. He's got Tyler Kroft, who's really been coming on, and he's going to get a gain of 19 here. Nice job by the Packers. A little play action pass here. Very nice play design. You're not asking him to do a lot of reads here. You just basically have Taylor Kroft. It was a fake run to Chiefs defense. They're down their 3rd string middle linebacker here. So what do? Do a little bootleg, cause some confusion, but you're not asking Jordan Love to do much. It was just basically a 1-read throw, and very nice job by Tucker Kraft. 3rd round pick out of South Dakota State. This guy has all the upside in the world. He's just been banged up. 1st and 10 for the Packers at the 45, and end around for Jalen Watson here, and he's stuffed out early. It's going to be maybe a gain of 1 here. George Karlaftis is having a phenomenal season. If you saw the PFF grades, which are complete garbage, it says he's one of the worst defensive ends in the league. Not true. He's having an amazing season. But yeah. Donovan's just a kind of a stopgap here for us. There's a lot of tackles in this draft, and we really like this 4th-round pick. Juanita Morris, and Justin Reed is down now, so we're going to take a commercial break here. It's going to be 2nd and 8 when play resumes here for the Kansas City Chiefs. So, I got coffee here and water. Good news is for the Kansas City Chiefs, Justin Reed's walking off on his own accord here. I believe Bama beats Michigan. It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me if Texas beats Washington either. I would love Ben Johnson to do that. Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Tampa, I think whoever takes over at Tampa, I think it's going to be an offensive guy, and I think it's going to be a hot spot. I think Tampa would be I really think it'd be a great position. Jordan Love's under center here. 3 wide receivers and Kraft is in the game here. Johnson's going to go ahead and replace A.J. Dillon here. Jordan Love under center here. Play action pass here. He wants to go deep, and he's going to take a shot downfield. Reed is open. Reed is open down at the 26-yard line. That is a gain of 33. Reed's having a game. 2nd-round pick out of Michigan State. Speaking of Michigan State, one Pride 40. Yeah, I agree completely, man. Tyreek Parker, what's up, brother? Hopefully I got the first name right. I apologize if I didn't. What the hell is the Chiefs doing? Rashee Rice, he's your best wide receiver, but you don't play him. They're going to get him more involved. He'll be more involved in the game plan. Right now, Jordan Love, 8 out of 8, 91 yards and a touchdown. He is perfect here. Little slip screen here, the Kraft, and he's going to power forward, breaks the tackle, and he's going to get a gain of 9 here. Nice job by Kraft, who is really, really, really impressive. He got hurt early in the season. He's really coming on. Massive upside kid from South Dakota State, a guy I absolutely loved in the draft. Only 10 receptions in this game, and I believe that's number 4 already. So great job by the Packers offense, really doing a good job keeping the Chiefs off balance here. It's going to be 2nd and 1, 2 wide receivers, 2 tight ends, and it's going to be A.J. Dillon. He's going to get the hand right up the middle. He powers forward for a gain of 4 and a Packers first down. Great job by the Packers early on. Tranquil concussions, a huge loss. By the way, Parker, and I apologize, I got your first name wrong. They'll use them. They will use them. So it is a massive loss. Massive loss. It's a massive loss because you got Leo Chenal, who they've been using at a lot of different formations here, and instead they're going to they're taking Leo Chenal out. It's actually the long snapper who's going to come in here. It's going to be a handoff right up the middle here. It's A.J. Dillon, and he's going to get a gain of 5 here. And, this is a massive loss. I mean, he was the backup. He was leading the team in tackles. He was playing quite a bit, even when Nick Bolton was healthy. He was still playing quite a bit, but now, and I'm not sure why Leo Chenal left the game here, but he was a guy the Chiefs were using kind of all over that defense. The Chiefs are having a lot of fun using them in different formations here, and so the Chiefs are now down to their 4th string middle linebacker. That's never a good thing. This is a special teams player, and it's 2nd and 5, and the Packers are going to call another timeout. This is not good for the Kansas City Chiefs, and we got a tranquil concussion thanks to amazement here. And I'll be honest with you, I don't know why we don't know. Cochran is a special teams dude. Cochran's a special teams dude. I was thinking it was James Winchester, but that's a little too far back. But Cochran is just a special teams guy. He should not be playing, period. I was responding to my buddy Tim here. Okay, Chief. No, come on, One Pride. Your Chiefs aren't done yet. Not done yet. Come on. Come on, Taylor Swift's here. You know Kelsey always balls out for Taylor. Second and 5 for the Kansas City, for the Green Bay Packers. Trips to the top of the formation. Tyler Kroft's lined up as a standard Y tight end with his hand in the ground at the right side here. It's going to be a pass here. Jordan Love's. And, Reed almost picked this. This was very close to being a pick six, folks. First bad play of the day for Jordan Love, who's been perfect, literally perfect so far. What they were doing is they're trying to get Watson on a crosser, and Jordan Love, and by the way, this was a bad throw. And keep in mind, part of this was to pressure. Big third down here for the Packers. A.J. Dillon is to Jordan Love's right. Jordan Love shotgun formation here. Trips to the top of the formation, which includes Kroft, and I believe it's Reed to the bottom here. It's pass play here. Chiefs are putting some pressure on them. Love in the end zone. Wide open, Christian Watson, touchdown. Nice job, Christian Watson. Nice job, Packers. Packers up 13-3 with the extra point looming. Don't give up on your Chiefs yet, One Pride. Don't give up on your Chiefs yet. 2 long touchdown drives. Keeping the Chiefs out of the end zone. Eating a lot of the clock. These are all recipes. These are all ingredients to the recipe of getting the upset. And so far, the Packers are doing this perfectly. The Packers are doing this perfectly. The extra point is good. Green Bay 14, Kansas City 3, 10:46 left in the second quarter. And, man, we got a ball game, folks. We got a ball game. Maybe a beat. Yeah, and he's talking about Tampa Bay. I would love to see Tampa Bay. I thought they had the formula with Leonard Fournette, and it just didn't work out with Leonard Fournette. But I really think that you get a bigger running back to help out. Rashad White, a guy I absolutely love. Went to high school about 20 minutes that way. Big fan of his, but he's not really an every down type of dude. I really think you get another running back. They're the running back and a quarterback, and I think you're set. My thoughts, run the hell up Pacheco and take your shots downfield. Here's the drill. Here's the drill, though. This secondary is really beat up, but the front seven is very good. So I think you're going to see the Chiefs. I really think you're going to see the Chiefs throw the ball more than run the ball. But I think the design coming into this game is to take advantage of the injuries in the secondary. But the Kansas City Chiefs, I think, will need to throw the ball. But I'm an old school guy. Pacheco's been playing phenomenal. Keep in mind those 1st and goal at the 4-yard line, and you had a sack, and maybe instead you run the ball. But the front seven of the Packers is their strength. So. Who wins the AFC North? Steelers bad loss to the Cardinals. I got a buddy who's a Steelers fan. A great name, by the way. His name's Dan. I got to talk to him because I didn't get a chance to watch that. I know the weather was bad. That's no excuse. Actually, to tell you the truth, that Arizona went to Pittsburgh in bad weather in December and won. Should speak volumes. Pittsburgh's bad. Ravens are on a bye. Burrows are done. Yeah, I mean, Ravens really kind of got that division, I really think, kind of locked up. So, yeah, it is, Chiefs super fan. Yeah, it is. It's starting to be a regular thing. Yeah, absolutely. And what's a lot of fun is that I think the Jaguars win that division, but I could see the Texans and the Colts making the playoffs. And I've been saying this for a while. Nobody's talking about the Colts, but you get Jonathan Taylor, a good defense, some playmakers. Gardner Minshew, if you're trying to win this year, is better than Anthony Richardson. Richardson, of course, there's no ceiling for him, but I really thought that he should have been starting or should have been just backing up Minshew year one and maybe do some, you know, special packages like a 2-point play or a 4th and 1, but I don't think he should have been thrust into a starting role. But yeah, I think the Colts are a team nobody's talking about, but I can't tell you, like Jonathan Taylor healthy can carry a team by himself. They got weapons on the outside. Defense is good. So talk about this a little more. Pacheco's going to get the handoff. He's going to go around the left side, and he's met instantly by the defensive front here by the Green Bay Packers here. Ingabare with the stop. It's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs here. I like the fact that the Chiefs are trying to establish the run, but they're going to need to throw the ball and take advantage of this banged up secondary. Actually, they're going to give Pacheco a gain of 1 here. Chiefs are exercising a little bit of tempo here. Travis Kelce and 3 receivers. Kelce's going to line up as a slot wide receiver at the bottom formation, or Pacheco to Mahomes left here. Do a quick out to Pacheco. Pacheco in the open field gets tackled here. Nice job by the Packers safety Owens, and prevents him from a big gain. So it's going to be 3rd and 2 here. This was a designed screen. It's sort of a screen. Basically what they're trying to do here is get Owens one-on-one against a running back, and they thought that this would be advantage of Pacheco, but Pacheco couldn't break that tackle, so it's going to be 3rd. They're going to call it 3rd and 4. I thought it was shorter. CEH going to enter the game here. Trips at the top of the formation here. Patrick Mahomes, he's going to go back to pass. He's got it's a Sky Moore for a gain of 5 and a first down. They're going to actually, it's going to be a gain of 4, but it's enough for the first down. So a nice job by the Chiefs and Sky Moore. Sky Moore's a guy that I really thought was really going to step it up. I thought he'd have 1,000 yards. I love his upside. I love his potential. Hasn't lived up to it, been extremely disappointing, but does come up with the key 3rd down reception here. 1st and 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs here. Kansas City Chiefs are going with 2 tight end, 2 receivers. Isaiah Pacheco is going to line up about 7 yards behind Mahomes here. It's going to be a handoff around the right side to Pacheco. Pacheco is going to get a gain of 3 here. So, Tim, you said, do you think they should run the ball? Well, they listened to you. They listened to you. Definitely listened to you. I'm during a commercial break amazement. I'm going to answer this. I can't wait to answer this. Chiefs need receivers, and it's clear Rice is good. Yeah, I know, but MVS and Sky Moore have at least caught passes so far. So that's a good thing here. It's 2nd and 8 here for the Kansas City Chiefs here. And I was looking here. It looks like they're moving some things. No, they haven't here. But Donovan Smith is back in at left tackle, and Travis Kelce stand by. I'm having some technical difficulties, so bear with me here. So I apologize about that here. So I had some technical difficulties here, but this was a nice play. 23 yards, Mahomes to Kelce. So I apologize. It just locked up on me. So Travis Kelce with the catch here and 23-yard gain. So it's going to be a Kansas City Chief first down in enemy territory. They're at the Packers 39-yard line. Patrick Mahomes back to pass here. He's going back deep. He's scrambling around. He's going to take off. He's at the 35. And he gets a gain of 8 here at the Packers bench here. And the Packers player who pushed him out of bounds is down. I thought there might be some pushing and shoving, but I'm going to tell you something. Even if it's on the Packers bench, you don't want to shove Mahomes. And that was Ballantyne, the corner here. And it wasn't a cheap shot, but what he was doing is he was trying to punch the ball out. But no harm, no foul here. 2nd and 2 for the Kansas City Chiefs. Mahomes under center here. Sky Moore's in motion here. It's going to be a handoff to CEH around the right side. And I'm not sure where they're going to mark him down at. I think it's a terrible spot, but they're going to mark him down just short of first down. I thought he got the first down, but they're going to mark him short. So it's going to be 3rd and slightly less than a yard here. CEH is taking over. Keep in mind, Jared McKinnon, the Chiefs' normal 3rd down back, is injured. CEH is filling in on that role, but Isaiah Pacheco is going to enter the game here. It's going to be 3rd and less than a 1 here at the Packers 30. Patrick Mahomes is going to hand off to Pacheco. Pacheco's going to power forward, corkscrews his way to the 22-yard line. A Kansas City Chief first down, a gain of 8. Pacheco's having a game, folks. Pacheco's having a game. Amazement. I am going to read this comment in a little more detail here. Perry says Kansas City needs a young tight end, O-line, wide receivers. Oh, yeah. I'm going to tell you this. They're going to draft all 3 of these positions in the draft. I guarantee you. Guarantee you. Pacheco, 6 carries, 49 yards so far. Having a great game here. It's 2 wide receivers to the top. Kelsey and Rashid Rice to the bottom here. Play action pass. A little slant to Rashid Rice. Incomplete here. And before I blame the Chiefs receivers for not catching this, I can't really tell if the throw was slightly off or if Rashid Rice ran the route wrong. It was a very odd sidearm throw, and you got to catch that, Rice. And part of it was Rice didn't cut back in enough. He got one hand on it, but still you need to make that catch here. Kelsey's now to the bottom of the screen here. He's going to be another wide receiver. A little play pass to Kelsey. Kelsey's going to bounce around to the outside. And I think he got a first down. We're going to see what happened. Nice little screen play by the Kansas City Chiefs. And it is going to be a first down. Kelsey gets the first down. The future Hall of Famer, actually Hall of Famer, thrown to a Hall of Famer, but the future Hall of Fame tight end gets the Kansas City Chiefs first down inside the red zone. And folks, we got a good game here. We got a good game here. Travis Kelce, of course, with Taylor Swift in the stands. Travis Kelce is unstoppable. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line. I thought it was in the end zone, but I thought it was in the red zone. I'm sorry. I thought it was 1st and goal. Isaiah Pacheco is going to take the handoff right up the middle here. He gets hit at the 9, corkscrews his way to the 8. It's going to be 2nd and 6. And the Kansas City Chiefs really, really need a touchdown here. They really need a touchdown here. So, Travis Kelce's, yeah, I know. Me and Travis Kelce share a birthday. There's a lot of Chiefs fans. There's a ton of Chiefs fans, but that think that Kelsey's going to play for another 5 years. I'm like, dude, no. I thought it might be this year, could be next year, but yeah, he's only got a few years left. I mean, he's 34. I mean, he's not playing forever. He'll turn 35 early next season. Patrick Mahomes back to pass here. He's got some time. He's scrambling up. He's going to run. He's going to don't take the hit, but he does take the hit. There's a flag on the play. It looks like Mahomes does have a first down here. We're going to find out it's holding Chiefs, and it's going to drive this back. What do you think the real issue is with the Chargers barely beating a terrible Pats team? It's coaching. I like Herbert, but this team is so freaking weird. I don't think he does, but I mean, as far as I'm concerned, Kelsey's as good as it gets. I mean, and I say as good as it gets, I think he's the all-time greatest. So, yeah, the Chargers, it's going to be 2nd and 16 here. The Chiefs can get a first down at the 2 here. It's going to be a little quick throw and catch. Rashid Rice catches it. Tries to break a tackle. It's unsuccessful. It gets a gain of 5. So it's going to be 3rd down and about 9 here for the Kansas City Chiefs here at the 11. Keep in mind, they don't have to score a touchdown. They can go ahead and get it at the first down at the 2. And they're showing this again because Rashid Rice almost dropped the ball again. If these receivers catch, the offense is unstoppable, but it has been an issue. A key 3rd down here for the Chiefs here. A 12-play, 64-yard drive, taking over half a quarter here. Mahomes back to pass here. He's being pressured here, and he's going to be sacked again. So it's 2nd consecutive drive ended in the red zone by a sack. Lucas Van Ness didn't get the sack, but he's the guy that caused it. So the Chiefs are going to line up for a field goal here and try to cut this lead down to 8. And I'm not really sure what happened here. Preston Smith's going to get the sack, but it was really caused by Lucas Van Ness, or he was causing some issues here. And my correction here, my mistake. Lucas Van Ness wasn't on the field. I got my players mixed up. I just really like Lucas Van Ness. He had the sack earlier. Butker's kick's going to be up and good. Chiefs get 6. 2:19 left in the first half. It's Kansas City 14. I'm sorry, Green Bay 14, Kansas City 6. I really thought Mahomes and Herbert would be a nice rivalry, but Chargers, yeah, and it would be because Herbert is so good. He is so good. They're going to get a new coach. I know they beat the Patriots today. They're going to get a new coach, and depending on who they get, it's going to be very interesting. Yeah, he's down to his last year or two, and the Chiefs over the next couple of years between rounds 2 and 5 are going to draft. Are going to go ahead and draft a receiver or a tight end, because I think Kelsey's basically just a big receiver. We got this guy, Noah Gray, who I don't think's being used enough. He's a really, really good player. We have this other tight end, Danny Fortson, a former wide receiver. He got injured during preseason. He's a guy that's got massive upside, but has some issues staying healthy. But the Chiefs are just going to keep drafting receivers and tight ends. So, yeah, I know. Dolphins and Niners would be a shootout in the Super Bowl, especially in great weather. Both offenses are electric. McDaniels and Nine. Oh God, it'd be a great storyline. It'd be a lot of fun. It would be a lot of fun. Chiefs got to stop taking Rice off the field and let him play, because it's clear other receivers can't get open. I'm a huge fan of Rice, and I really think the plan was to try to get the ball to Kelsey, but maybe they need to let Rice play a little more. Sky Moore's been disappointing. MVS is been disappointing. I personally would like to see Noah Gray a little more. If I am correct, if I'm correct, Kadarius Toney is not. At least we haven't seen him play. He's not playing today. So I thought he was healthy, but correct me if I'm wrong here. I think Kadarius Toney is healthy. He hasn't played yet. He's been battling injuries on and off. So the red zone. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. And this is the difference between winning and losing games. And if we lose this game, it's because of the red zone offense. 3 sacks allowed in the red zone. Absolutely. Absolutely. This is how you lose games, man. I mean, 2:19 left in the first half. The Packers, if they go down and score and put this out, double digit in the halftime. Now, the good news is the Chiefs get the ball first. The Packers actually going to run this out here. It's at the 20, and it's going to be stopped at the 23-yard line. So with 2:14 left in the first half, we're going to see what Green Bay does. The main thing you want to do if you're the Packers is you don't want to give the ball back to the Chiefs. The Chiefs have all 3 of their timeouts, and the Chiefs get the ball to start the second half. Now, the last couple games, the Chiefs have struggled in the second half. Not last week against the Raiders, but they have struggled this season in the second half, which is something a little unusual for the Kansas City Chiefs. But we're going to see what the Kansas City Chiefs can do here. It's 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line. Jordan Love's under center here. 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers. It's not A.J. Dillon. It's the backup. And oh God, I forgot his name again already, and I'm very sorry for that. It actually was not Patrick Taylor. That was actually James Robinson, the former Jacksonville Jaguar, then New York Jet. So he gets a little bit of playing time, and I'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Is Dak an MVP candidate? I think so. I really do. I thought he played really well on Monday night. CeeDee Lamb is a really, really good wide receiver. Brandon Cooks is a guy I've just really liked for a long time. They drafted a guy, Jalen Tolbert, barely plays. They drafted him in the 3rd round, I think 2 years ago. He's a guy with some upside. Michael Gallup's a guy signed a big contract. He's a really good player. They got weapons galore. They got a really good offensive line. He's a MVP candidate. My MVP, I'm going to keep saying this, is Tyreek Hill, but is he a candidate? 100%. 100%. And is it Tyreek? And I am so sorry. I feel like such an ass. I'll just call you Parker. I'm glad that you're also a big Rashee Rice supporter, just like myself, because I love this guy. I love Rashee Rice. He was my favorite draft pick. I loved him out of SMU. I think he's got a chance to be something really special. So, which team in the playoff race should blow up their roster and start over? Well, I'll be honest with you. I think we could say the Saints, even though they're not technically in a playoff push. They're right there with Atlanta, though, and they play the Falcons one more time. So, I mean, the Saints are really a team that I would say really, and they're going to go ahead and blow up this roster after this year. And like I said, I saw a mock draft right before I came on where they draft Jaden. Is it Jalen or Jaden? I should know this, but quarterback out of LSU who's probably going to win the Heisman. And that's kind of what I'm thinking, that they draft him. A lot of players are going to be gone. So the Saints would be the number one team. I think the Bills might make some changes. I predicted before the season they wouldn't go to the playoffs, and they have some age on that roster. It also would not surprise me if the Bills don't make the playoffs if McDermott gets fired, which I know sounds crazy, but we'll find out here. 2-minute warning is over. It's 2nd and 8 for the Packers here. Jordan Love's in shotgun formation here. 2 wide receivers to the top of the formation. Christian Watson, Tyler Kroft at the bottom here. And Jordan Love's making an adjustment here. Play clock is going under 5 here. And Jordan Love needs to get the play off quickly. He does. And quick throw here. Nice job by the Chiefs defense. Romeo Doubs does make the catch, but Jarius Sneed is all over him. It's going to be a 3rd and about 3 here. And this is a key 3rd down because if they don't get a 1st down, the Chiefs can get the ball back, and that's more than enough time here. And it looks like they lined up quickly to prevent the Chiefs from making a substitution, but I would be shocked here if Green Bay doesn't try to milk the clock to get as much time off. Now, keep in mind, they only have 1 timeout, but all you're really wanting to do is get a field goal here. Jordan Love back to pass here, and Christian Watson's going to catch the ball here. Joshua Williams was on coverage. He was down on the ground, and he's not making any gestures. Usually defensive backs will argue that they were pushed here. There's probably some hand fighting there, but the only thing I see is Joshua Williams falling down and Watson making the sliding catch and rolling out of bounds. Nice job by Watson making a big 1st down reception here. 1st and 10 for the Green Bay Packers at their own 38, 1:16 left in the half. And they're going to run the ball here. It's a nice little run to the outside. And Taylor's going to stay in bounds for a gain of 5 here. And a nice job is they're going to go ahead and hurry to the line of scrimmage. And the number one thing you want to do is you don't want to give the Chiefs the ball back. You're not trying to score a touchdown. You're trying to put yourself in a position to get 3. You're trying to get yourself in position to get 3, and there is 1 timeout left. Handoff right up the middle. He's at the 50, the 45, to the 40. He's at the 35. He's going to stay in bounds after a gain of about 20. Nice run right up the middle here. You don't think the Chiefs are missing the middle linebackers? Of course they are. They're taking advantage of it. The Packers are just letting the clock go down. It's actually a gain of 24 is because what you want to do is just keep the clock going, put yourself in a position to kick a field goal, and the Kansas City Chiefs are going to call a timeout with 28 seconds left in the half. So the Chiefs are going to try to stop the bleeding here because on the Chiefs' end, at first they were thinking they can maybe get the ball back. Now they're thinking, hey, let's try to make this as difficult of a field goal. And mainly you're thinking, hey, let's make sure we don't put them in the end zone. So it wouldn't surprise me after a great first season. been injured off and on, just hasn't been the guy. So, yeah, I loved Kadarius Toney coming out of Florida. Absolutely loved the guy. I thought him in Kansas City was going to be huge. It really hasn't worked out. So I'm extremely, extremely disappointed. So my boy Funk. Funk says, what's going on with your squad? Or is it that Green Bay might have had it figured out a little bit and that Lions' loss doesn't look as bad? Goff is still ass, but I think he's the definition of mid. Combination of some things. Number one, I think the Packers game plan looks really good early on. You're putting Jordan Love in a position to succeed. Losing Trank will really hurt. And then Leo Chenal is also out. So you're on a guy that you really want to only play special teams. He's a starter. That's a bad spot. But it's just not a good defensive performance. Of course, giving up 3 sacks in the red zone. Basically, what's your recipe for beating the Kansas City Chiefs? Well, you want to eat up a lot of clock on long touchdown drives. And they've done that. Both touchdown drives took a lot of time. What do you want to do when the Chiefs get inside the red zone, limit them to field goals? And you've done that. So the only other thing that you really want to do, and neither team's turned the ball over yet, but that's kind of the other thing you want to do. Now, the Chiefs do get the ball to start the second half, so don't give up hope yet. But right now, what the Kansas City Chiefs really want to do is make sure that the Packers only get a field goal, because what you want to do is score quickly, get this back to a one-possession game. At the beginning of the drive, what you're really hoping is that you're hoping to get the ball back, maybe turn this back into try to get this to under 8. I mean, 8's technically a one-possession game, but you still have to go for the 2-point. I think Kansas City was kind of hoping they would get the ball back, but we'll have to see here. But when you're down to your 4th-string middle linebacker, it's not a good sign, but the Chiefs need to make some adjustments. So 1st and 10 at the Kansas City 32-yard line, 32 seconds left, 1 timeout for the Green Bay Packers. Jordan Love in shotgun formation. He's going to motion Watson to the top of the formation here. Taylor is to his right, and Green Bay is going to take it. There's actually a flag on the play. We're going to find out what this is. It's false start, and this is a big penalty. You go from the 32, which means that this would have been a 49 or 50-yard field goal. Those 5 yards could be a big deal. Instead of this being a 50, could be a 55-yard field goal. Listen, man, Green Bay, it's nice weather for Green Bay, but I mean, it's still bad. I mean, it's still Green Bay in December. 1st and 15 for Jordan Love here. Chiefs are showing blitz, but we'll have to see what they do. They got their 4th-string middle linebacker. It's fake blitz. Jordan Love under pressure. Oh, a very dangerous throw as he sidearmed it to avoid getting sacked. This was almost an interception. Chris Jones getting some pressure here. The Packers' best offensive lineman is David Bacchiardi. He's out. The Chiefs have not been able to take advantage of that yet, but Chris Jones put some pressure there and forced Jordan Love. Jordan Love should just threw this away. Instead, it looked like he was just trying to make a play, and Cochran almost had a pick. He came very close to having a pick here. 2nd and 15 here for the Green Bay Packers. Jordan Love in shotgun formation here. Watson and Croft to the bottom here. 2 wide receivers to the top. Love's got time here. He's going to be pressured around. He's going to be pressured by Karlaftis and Willie Gay. He's going to throw the ball out of bounds, incomplete. 22 seconds left in the half. Great job by the Kansas City Chiefs. Not really blitzing, but putting everybody in the coverage, threw them off, and then Willie Gay as a spy is fantastic. Willie Gay, for those of you that don't know, is one of the fastest linebackers in the National Football League. Assigned to Jordan Love as a spy and prevented Jordan Love from running around. So nice job by the Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs played very tight man pressure here. Great job by the defenses. It looks like they were kind of rolling the dice, putting man coverage here. Trent McDuffie, one of the Chiefs' star corners, he was banged up. It looks like he's back in here. Chiefs going to blitz McDuffie here, and this is interesting here. What they did on 3rd and 15 is they ran the ball, but they lost yardage, so it's going to be 4th down, and I think the Kansas City Chiefs called their second timeout. 18 seconds left in the half. This would be about a 58-yard field goal. This would be a 58-yard field goal, and I don't think the Packers want to go ahead and I really don't think the Packers want to even try this. If I'm Green Bay, to be honest with you, if I'm Green Bay, you might just keep your offense on the field and just try to get, try to eat up some of that 18 seconds. They're actually just going to punt the ball, try to pin the Chiefs down here. Richie James is going to be back. If you're watching the game on TV, it says Tony, but it's actually Richie James here. So that blitz, that corner blitz by the Chiefs, which resulted in loss of 2 here. Big play by the Kansas City Chiefs defense as the Packers are forced to punt, and the punt's going to go and be dropped it's going to be down at the 1. So it's 9 seconds left in the half. 99 yards to go for the Chiefs. Parker says the 2 receivers I want to draft is Neighbors or Brian Thomas Jr., either one. I'll be honest. I've heard of Brian Thomas Jr. I'm drawing a blank on his name. Neighbors is not ringing a bell at all. Which school do these guys go to, man? You like Neighbors? You like Neighbors? NFC West is slowly looking to be very weak. Niners, Seattle's not really. They're not a bad team, but they're not a team that they're not a team to really. They're not a team to threat. They're not really a team to cause a threat. They got a lot of young talent. I'm not sold on Geno Smith. It's going to be kind of interesting how they handle that going forward. So the Chiefs look like they're just going to go ahead and take a kneel and end the first half here. So at the end of the first half, it's going to be Chiefs 6, Packers 14, but the Chiefs do get the ball to start the second half. So we're in for a fun one here at Lambeau. Amazement, I agree. I think the Niners win the division, and it's going to be interesting because Philly plays Dallas next week. So I mean that whole number 1 spot is up for grabs. I mean the Lions could be the 1 seed. Dallas could end up being the 1 seed. San Francisco could be the 1 seed. It's all up for grabs. It's going to be a lot of fun. Dallas plays Detroit next to the last game of the season. That could be for home field advantage. How awesome would that be? I know I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully you're looking forward to it. So it's going to be a lot of fun in the NFC. My squad needs linemen on both sides of the ball. The Lions, it's going to be interesting because you're going to lose, you're going to lose probably at least 1 assistant coach. You're going to lose some players. Lions are going to be a very interesting team this offseason. I agree. Bills may be making moves too. They're wasting Allen's good years and have to make a move. Yeah. I thought the Von Miller move, for those of you, I didn't comment on it on Friday's show. I had a guest star and he nailed it. Keaton Talk Sports was amazing. Hopefully he will come back on again. He did an A+ job. I'm probably going to try to get him to come back on, but Von Miller was arrested, turned himself in, dispute with I believe it's his baby mama. I'm going to leave it at that until I get a little more information. But the Von Miller contract, I mean, he's past his prime. Diggs is over 30. They had some issues on the offensive line. I think firing Dorsey was a mistake. I don't think that was the problem. They had some injuries on defense. It's kind of a shame because, I don't think they're really in a great position. And you're right, they are wasting Allen's good years. So, it wouldn't surprise me if McDermott's gone. It really wouldn't surprise me. Bills got a tough schedule coming up too. I don't think the Bills are going to make the playoffs, and if they don't make the playoffs, it wouldn't surprise me if they move on from McDermott. Wouldn't surprise me at all. Yeah, I think so too. I think their best chance is when they lost to Kansas City a couple years ago in that divisional round. That was kind of, I think, the end of it. I think that was their best chance. That was a really, really good team. I took a prop for Love completions too. I think he gets it. What's the number? What's the number? Let me know. I'm gonna keep track for you. I definitely want you to hit it. I want the Chiefs to win more, but I want to hear it from you, man. Little love here. I love that. Lions should go for that 2 seed. I mean, if the playoffs here, let's bring it up here. If the playoffs were to start today, they would have the 3 seed. They would have the 3 seed if the playoffs. Let me double check that here. But the playoffs were to start today, they would have the 3 seed. And what's even more interesting to me, they would play the Vikings. Lions, Vikings, round 1. To me, that would be a lot of fun. 49ers would play the Rams, another game for me, which would be a lot of fun. So I really, really love it. I really, really love it. But, I mean, they're both 9-3, so it's going to be a battle. And Dallas is 9-3 as well. So, I mean, Dallas is going to play Philly. Out of all the teams that are all the division winners right now, Detroit has the easiest schedule coming up, but they do have that game against Dallas. And it'll be interesting to see what Minnesota does. I off the top of my head, I don't know, but the Chiefs are kind of in a weird cap situation. The Chiefs are in a weird cap situation because they got to figure out what to do with Chris Jones. Trey Smith is a guy I would not be surprised at all if he holds out. A 6th-round pick, just playing lights out. Nick Bolton, the injury really kind of helps the Chiefs because he was a guy that was due for big time money. Creed Humphrey, Chiefs center, one of the best centers in the National Football League. He's due for a big time deal. But what you do with Chris Jones is really going to be the question. So it's a very right now it's a very fluid situation. He is above average. Can you win with golf? You can, but everything else has to be perfect. I personally think that if you're a Lions fan, which you really should be happy for, is just to get that home field win in the first round, and then everything else is gravy. And the reason why I say home field, honestly, if they play the Vikings and they lose to the Vikings in the playoffs, I might consider this season not to be a good year. But if they played the Rams, let's just say the Rams, and they lost in the first round of the playoffs, I still think it'd be a great season. I mean, you went from doormat to division winner in a couple of years. That's a phenomenal accomplishment. Man, the Rams are a scary team, man. The Rams are a scary team. I mean, they've won 3 in a row. I mean, you get Stafford. I think Cooper Kupp is still now. Keep in mind, Puka did get banged up in the game, but like, can you imagine Puka healthy, Cooper Kupp healthy, Aaron Donald, Stafford healthy? I would love to see that against the Rams in the first round of playoffs. It'd be phenomenal. I love Puka. Niners took that Eagles game personal. I knew they would want to roll it. I don't, a lot of time, I think things like that are more for us as fans. Because there's always turnover. A lot of these guys are friends. It's possible. I picked the Niners. So, yeah. Stafford still got some game left. Yeah, I mean, as long as he can stay healthy and he's not going to – listen, Stafford is not going to play a full 17-game season. He missed a few games. If he stays healthy, you got a really good quarterback. I don't know if Cooper Kupp played or not. I know Puka Nata, I believe it is. He got banged up in the game, but I think he'll be okay. So, I don't know how long the contract. One thing I do know is that this at the beginning of the season they asked him to restructure his contract, and he said no. So I thought that was interesting. Oh, the LSU wide receiver. Yes. You know what? It's funny because there's a really, really, really good chance that he could go. We're going to see what kind of combine he has and what he does, like in the senior bowl games and all that stuff. But he's a guy who could go second round, maybe late first to a team like Kansas City. When does Belichick lead the Pats? I mean, it's getting really ugly there. My buddy Abufa, who joined me for the draft, he predicted this would be Belichick's final year. It very well be time for him to leave. I don't think he'll get fired. Romeo Crennel, who was longtime defensive coordinator there and head coach in Houston, Cleveland, and a year in Kansas City, he had a terrible time here in Kansas City. But after the season, he was going to leave, and he resigned, and it was mutual for both sides. It wouldn't surprise me if Belichick takes a general manager type role or front office executive or something like that. But I don't know. I just think I think it's this year. I think it's done, but I don't think he'll get fired. I just don't think he gets fired. Yeah. The problem is McDermott. I think he gets the axe, and I think Buffalo's gonna. I think the reason why he gets the axe is that Buffalo also realizes that they kind of need to just rebuild. They got some good young weapons in Allen, Dalton Kincaid, Osiris Torrance was a really good pickup. There's some good things that they have going on in Buffalo, but they got some aging players. They kind of just need to blow that team up, to be honest with you. So I agree. I actually thought we were going to play the Bills in the Super Bowl that year, but we lost to the Rams that year. Plus that idiot left the field during the Jets game. I don't call him by name. It's just I really thought that you guys are going to go back. You actually were better that year than you were the year that you won the Super Bowl. You really were. Just wanted to ask everyone, did y'all see how fast J-Mo is? Dude might be the fastest guy in the league. He might be. He really might be. Dead serious. He might be. He's dead serious. If they all, depending on what the race is, a longer race, DK Metcalf would win. For those of you that saw DK Metcalf actually try to qualify for the Olympic 100-meter team, it was like 17 runners. He finished 15th, so that means he didn't finish last. So there's guys that live there that train to be an Olympic sprinter. DK Metcalf's better than two of them. That's really impressive. So 100 meters. And Tyreek Hill ran 100 and 200. I think 200 was specialty, but anyway. The NFL used to. Do you remember Funk? Do you remember they used to do a fastest man competition at the Pro Bowl? It used to be the 60. They used to do the 60. I think it was 60 yards. That was so much fun. They don't do that anymore, and I wish they did. But if they did that, Jameson Williams definitely top 10, maybe top 5. And by the way, that next gen fastest speed, I hate that thing. That doesn't count. Yeah, Bill's lack of consistent run game hurts Allen, so they'd figure out Dorsey wasn't the issue. You notice how Singletary's playing really well in Houston. That was something. I'm sorry. Devin Singleton or Singletary, I forgot. I should know this. Out of FAU. I really, really, really like that guy. They should have kept him. I know they wanted more speed and explosive plays, but yeah, there's a lot of things that they really did wrong. He's 29 now. He'll be 30 this offseason. I mean, here's the problem: is that he's on the downward slide, but his downward slide is still better than 90 to 95% of the defensive tackles in the NFL. The problem is if you give him that big contract, there's a lot of guys in NFL history that get this massive contract and they don't perform up to that level. So that's the problem. Oh God, yes. That's such a great one too. We are back. Packers going to kick off here as we start the second half here. If you missed it, Packers went downfield, scored on their first possession. Kansas City Chiefs responded with a field goal. It's 14-6, but the Kansas City Chiefs do start the second half off with the ball, so hopefully they can go down and score and make this ball game. It's been a fun one so far, a very fast game. As the Packers have done everything right, they scored touchdowns on long touchdown drives. When the Chiefs get inside the red zone, they held them to field goals. No turnovers yet. Kadarius Toney enters the game. It's a fake handoff to Toney. Pass. It's Travis Kelce wide open at the 45-yard line. First down for the Kansas City Chiefs. Of all the players to leave wide open, let's let Kelce, the future Hall of Fame tight end, just leave him alone. Gain of 21 for the Kansas City Chiefs. So I mentioned Kadarius Toney. He enters the game. He was used as a decoy here. And what they did is that they were actually trying to take a shot downfield with Watson, but instead of covering Kelce, they went with Watson. Mahomes back to pass. He's going to scramble around to the right. There's a flag on the play here. Little throw out to Pacheco for a first down, but usually when flags are in this vicinity, it's holding, and that's the case. It's going to be holding, so this first down is going to come back. It's against Jawan Taylor. So Washington has some good wide receivers too. Rome's a stud for the Huskies. No wonder Penix. Oh God, Rome Ozurike, something like that. I have such a major man crush on this guy. I love this guy. Basically, every other NFL draft, he would be the number one wide receiver. But then this year, you got Marvin Harrison Jr. So. First and 20 for the Kansas City Chiefs. Kadarius Toney enters the field. He's going to get the handoff as they're going to use him as a running back. There's another flag, and it looks like this is another holding penalty for the Chiefs here. We're going to wait and find out here. Kadarius Toney got a gain of 7. It was actually a legal motion here, so it's going to be another 5 yards back. So it's going to be first and 965. Come on, Chiefs. Actually, it was a legal shift, but yeah. Jesus. Yeah, I'm getting frustrated here. And it turns out to be MV. Well, I'm not sure why that was a penalty, but they called it a legal shift here. So it's going to be first and 25 for the Kansas City Chiefs. It's going to be a handoff to Isaiah Pacheco right up the middle. And he's going to get a gain of 3, and then there's a fumble, and Pacheco is down. He was bent awkwardly backwards, so he's laying down on the ground as the medical staff. We're going to stop the game here. It's 13:26 left in the third as we have an injury timeout as the Chiefs medical staff will take a look at Isaiah Pacheco, who will get up and limp off the field. So we're going to see CEH replace him. It's going to be 2nd and 22, and we are going to get a commercial break. Yeah, Washington has 3 or 4 wide receivers that will go pro, but Rome Oike, something like that. I got to learn his name. Major man crush on this guy. Every other NFL draft, he would be the number 1 wide receiver, hands down. He is amazing. Wouldn't surprise me if he goes top 10. Wouldn't go in the top 10. Washington has a lot of draft capital. Do you think they're in play? I do think they're in play. The trade up for a quarterback, I would not. I would roll with Sam Howell, who I really like, but they gave up those defensive ends so you could trade up. And when you trade up for an additional second and third round pick, you usually do that because you want a quarterback. Caleb Williams, the USC quarterback, is from the DC area. So there's definitely a possibility that Washington could trade up for a quarterback. Definitely a possibility, but we'll have to wait and see. I do think Washington's going to need either a general manager or a head coach, and we're going to have to wait and see what happens, depending on who it is. But if I'm Washington, I roll with Sam Howell, but they are definitely in play for quarterback. Funk, man, I can't thank you enough for coming in and joining me, even if it is just for a half, man. 4 a.m. does come really early. I understand. Hopefully you're not mad because you're in Detroit, so everybody knows Detroit's an East Coast, so hopefully I'm not revealing too much personal information for you. But dude, yeah, I get it. 4 a.m. will be coming around the corner soon. So, man, thank you so much for joining me, man. You know you're my boy, man. I love you, man. Commanders need a new stadium too. Went there for a game. I had no idea you went to Commanders game. You know, it's funny. I've been to Arrowhead over 300 times. Never been to an opposing stadium. Never. My sister went to Jacksonville a couple times. She says it's awesome, but I've never seen it myself. So. Never seen it myself. So love completions was at 20. Yeah, you should hit 20. Yeah, you should need 20. Yeah. So Tim, I want to respond to this after the game here, man. 2nd and 22 for the Kansas City Chiefs. Kadarius Toney and Rashee Rice are in the backfield, lined up as wide receivers. A little pitch out to Rashee Rice here. He's going to break a tackle, but only get a gain of 4, so it's going to be a 3rd and very long for the Kansas City Chiefs. What they're hoping to do is catch everybody a little off guard here, and they're showing this injury again. And yeah, Kadarius Toney was bent backwards very awkwardly. Hopefully he's going to be okay. Hopefully it's a strain. But yeah, ooh boy, that did not look good. 3rd and 18 for the Kansas City Chiefs here. Rashee Rice going motion there. It's trips to the bottom of the formation. CEH enters the game. Patrick Mahomes trying to get it back. He's scrambling. He's going to jump throw. Caught by Kelsey. First down by Kansas City Chiefs. I thought Mahomes was going to run. Jump throws the ball for a gain of 27. First down, Kansas City. They're showing a replay here. Justin Watson was doing an out and up, and then Patrick Mahomes, when he did the pump fake, it looked like he was going to run. He got the safety to bite up. Travis Kelce wide open. First down, Kansas City Chiefs. Kelce, 4 receptions, 81 yards. First down and 10 on the Packers 35. And Isaiah Pacheco comes back into the game. Powers forward. Doesn't want to go down. Corkscrews his way. Fighting for extra yardage. First down again. He was stopped after a gain of 5. Did not want to go down. Got a first down. 11-yard gain. First down, Kansas City. And the Chiefs offense is showing some life. Tim, I'm not going to blow this off. I'm starring this. I'm going to come back to it. Denver Gator! What's up, peeps? Oh, man, I love Denver Gator, man. Isaiah Pacheco, 9 carries, 68 yards here. First down for the Kansas City Chiefs. A little screen out to Rashee Rice. He's at the 20-15. Another first down, steps out of bounds just right before the 10-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10, not 1st and goal. But because the Chiefs can get a first down without scoring a touchdown, but it's just outside the 10-yard line. So what it is that the Chiefs can get a first down without scoring a touchdown, but it'd be like on the 5-inch line. So it's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs here. And folks, I told you, I warned you, watch out. They're actually going to mark him out at the 11. So Isaiah Pacheco going around the right side. He is fighting for extra yards. It's going to be a gain of 6 here. So it's going to be a 2nd and 4. Isaiah Pacheco's running angry, folks. That tackle where he led to leave the field, that looked really bad. I believe it was Kenny Clark, landed on his leg. He was bent awkwardly backwards. He sat out for a play or two, came back, and he's doing really, really well. It's going to be a 2nd and 4 for the Kansas City Chiefs at the Packer 5-yard line here. Kansas City Chiefs are down 6-14. It's 3 wide receivers in Kelce. They motioned Kelce to line up at the Y spot. It's going to be a little quick screen to Rashee Rice. He's going to power forward, corkscrews his way. The ball is out. The referee wisely, look at my jersey here, wisely marks him down at the 1. Packers are motioning this, and this could be a challenge. We're going to take a look at this here. Rashee Rice got corkscrewed at the 2, fighting for extra yardage here. He is very clearly down at the 1-yard line. So Rashee Rice did get a first down, 1st and goal. The Chiefs run. Isaiah Pacheco, touchdown, Kansas City! And there's a flag on the play. All right, we're going to see what the flag is. It's thrown in the end zone. I'm not really sure what this is here, but it was 1st and goal to 1. The referees crew is all getting together here, and it's a okay. So it's 2 penalties against the Packers. Neither one of them are going to count. Touchdown, Isaiah Pacheco. Chiefs 12, Packers 14. And what it was is that the Packers were motioning players to get off the field, so they had 14 players on the field. All right, so you had 14 players on the field. It didn't help, but that's okay. That was the reason why the Chiefs went ahead and ran the play quickly as the Packers were substituting. The rule is, if the offense substitutes, the defense can substitute. The Chiefs didn't substitute. The Packers tried to put some extra players on. The Chiefs read that wisely and are going for 2 in a tie here. Kansas City Chiefs previous 2-point conversions are 9 out of 14, 69%. That is number 1 in the NFL here. They're going to motion Kelce here. It's going to be a handoff to Isaiah Pacheco. He's going to bounce it outside. Packers are ready for it. The 2-point conversion is no good. It's going to be Chiefs 12, Packers 14, 9:39 left in the 3rd quarter. Little love to Denver Gator, and he deserves some love. Go Lions! Come on, Chiefs beat Green Bay. Hatter's House 7-1-0 in the house. Big win for the Lions. I didn't get a chance to see the game. I didn't get a chance to see the game. Hatter's House 7-1-0. I just kept on seeing the scoreboard. I saw 21-0. I saw Saints coming back. I'm like, holy shit. But they got it done. Big win for the Lions. Another bowlless season for the Gators. Denver, my patience is wearing thin for Napier. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I was not fond of the hire. I think Florida is a premier job in college football. I really do. I'm not just saying this because Denver Gators, my boy. University of Florida is one of the top 10 to 15 jobs in all of college football. I think they should have got a bigger name coach. They are recruiting some decent players down there. I think he's staying on. Denver Gator would have to give me a little more information, but I really thought they should have went with a bigger name, and it wouldn't surprise me if he's gone. I agree, Chiefs super fan, but we got a good one. I'll save it for Tuesday, but we have to talk about the college playoffs, not tonight, of course. And Denver Gator, I'm just going to tell you right now, Georgia got completely fucked. I've said this on Twitter. I know you don't do Twitter anymore. So here, right after I tweeted this Saturday night, it has to be this way. And it had to be Michigan, Washington, Georgia, Bama. It had to be that way. That's what we should have got. It's wrong. We should be looking at Michigan versus Georgia and Alabama and Washington. Those are the 2 games we should be getting. They messed up. Seriously. Okay. So I said Texas didn't belong in. I think Texas wins. I really do. It's going to be a fun game. If Washington pick Williams, it'll be a mistake. I don't think he's got the mental toughness for the NFL. Perry, I agree. It's kind of funny because the latest mock draft that I saw, it was just right before I came on. The Patriots actually hold the number 2 pick in the draft, and Chicago is the number 1 pick in the draft. So what this mock draft did, and this makes a lot of sense, was flip-flop the two. So the Patriots would draft Caleb Williams, and then Chicago would take Marvin Harrison Jr. And that makes a lot of sense to me. Keep in mind, you only do this if you're sold on Justin Fields, which I'm not, but I'm not sold on Caleb Williams either. Caleb Williams to New England, I'm not gonna lie, it'd be fun. But I do agree. Chiefs are going to kick off here. Packers are actually going to return this. I'm a little surprised, 2 yards steep here. He's out to the 15 to the 20. He's going to get to the outside here. He's at the 25, stutter steps, stiff arms Watson, and goes out of bounds at the 32. So Nixon gets the Packers an additional 7 yards here. So it's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Packers at their own 32-yard line. They are up by 2 after they prevented the 2-point conversion. Mazeman says, yeah, Niners getting Chase Young is just not fair. I mean, damn, don't you have enough pass rushers? LOL, realistically, you can never have enough, but plus playing Purdy. Yeah, exactly. Once they pay Purdy, everything's going to change, and Chase Young is going to leave via free agency after the year is over. And actually, it'll mark him out the 33-yard line. 1st and 10, Jordan Love's under center here. It's going to be play action pass here. He wants to go deep. He's got to check down to A.J. Dillon. A.J. Dillon avoids Leo Chenal, goes forward, corkscrews at the 45, and gets a 1st down here. Leo Chenal back in the game. 3rd-string middle linebacker here. A.J. Dillon made the move, juked out Leo Chenal, and Byron Cook is down. A lot of Chiefs are down here. Byron Cook, stud second-year player, 2nd-round pick out of University of Cincinnati. Really been a game changer for the Kansas City Chiefs. A really kind of an unsung hero for this Chiefs secondary, but really good player. He is down. Nice play, by the way, by A.J. Dillon here. It was a gain of about 15. I know, man. I know. Chiefs are weirdly a half team now. They're either good first half. Yeah, I know. It's kind of a weird thing. I haven't been able to put everything together. Yeah, I didn't like the 2-point conversion play too. I wanted Lane Kiffin at Florida, but that was years ago. That would have been awesome. A lot of people think I'm nuts for saying this. It wouldn't surprise me to see Deion Sanders there. It really wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me that the Colorado is not his home. I don't care what he says. That's not his home. All right. I don't know if he wants to coach in the NFL or not, but Deion at Florida makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. And people trying to tell me, no, because he played at Florida State. It really doesn't matter. I mean, Steve Spurrier won Heisman at Florida, won the national championship at Florida, and coached at South Carolina. It's not really the same thing. But, I mean, things like this happen. And Deion Sanders to Florida, to me, makes a lot of sense. It wouldn't surprise me if next year, if that's what happens. He's not staying at Colorado. I mean, he's getting another coaching job. He's not staying at Colorado. I mean, so Florida makes a lot of sense because it just makes sense. It just makes sense. Napier doesn't. It didn't. A Denver Gator liked it. I didn't. So, amazement. You guy with Ben Johnson would be. Oh yeah, Ben Johnson would be a dream, and it's really only a dream if you get the quarterback that he wants in the draft, and we'll have to wait and see what happens. So, sorry. A Taylor Swift commercial, which we're just seeing, and by the way, Chiefs fans cannot get enough of Taylor Swift. Cannot get enough of Taylor Swift. You're going to get a run. They're going to draft a quarterback, get a running back. I just don't know if they're going to trade up. It's Jalen, and I should know this. I don't. I should. He's going to win the Heisman. A guy like that would be a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Drake Moy out of North Carolina. I have not seen him play at all this year. I haven't seen him play at all. The hype is that he could go as high as 1. A lot of mock drafts, I've seen him go top 5. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. And that's a lot of teams could do this. I wouldn't be surprised at all if the Bears decided they want to take Caleb Williams and try and trade Justin Fields. Daniel Jones could be on the trading block. Believe it or not, a guy like Hendon Hooker, who the Lions had, a lot of people thought he could have gone in the first round. He's a 3rd round pick. A lot of people may say, hey, why not this guy? There's a lot of things that could go wrong, and this injury looks really bad. Byron Cook, an amazing player. They brought the card out. Really, if you don't follow the Chiefs like I do, Byron Cook probably doesn't mean too much to you, but this guy has really stepped up and just become a phenomenal player. They ask him to do a lot of things. He looks really, really, really in bad shape. And Drew Tranquill is going to be out, so the Chiefs are down to their 3rd string middle linebacker here. Chiefs defense have got to make a play here. A smart move for the Pats is trade their 2nd overall pick for a King's ransom. The Pats need to. I'm going to touch base on this, Perry, because I think you have a great comment. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line here. Jordan Love's under center. A.J. Dillon's in the backfield. Christian Watson's going motion up to the top of the screen here. It looks like it's Jalen Watson and 2 tight ends. It's going to be a handoff around the right side to A.J. Dillon. He's going to go ahead and get about 3 yards here. Is this time they had both Leo Chenal and Cochran in there, both the middle linebackers. So what they did is looks like the Chiefs matched 2 tight ends and 2 running backs and went with a 4-3. Now this is interesting because Leo Chenal, and this is the way they've been using Leo Chenal all year, as kind of a pseudo linebacker edge rusher instead of middle linebacker. And that's what they're doing now. They're using him as an edge and Cochran at the middle linebacker position. 2nd and 8, Jordan Love, shotgun formation, fake handoff to A.J. Dillon. He's got all sorts of time. Reed stopped for a 2-yard loss. L'Jarius Sneed's having a season, folks. He's trying to get paid, and he will. What this was is this is a play action pass. They wanted to go downfield. The Chiefs are ready for it. Jalen Reed was the outlet route, and he was 1-on-1 against Sneed and lost. It's going to be dirt. I thought they're saying 3rd and 8. It's really 3rd and 10. Actually, it looks like it actually is 3rd and 8, but I thought he lost a couple of yards. Jordan Love in shotgun formation. A.J. Dillon to his left here. Chiefs are bringing a blitz. It's caught, and I believe it's Reed again, but he is short by about 2 yards. This is going to be a very interesting move. You're kind of in no man's land here. It's too long for a field goal, but a punt only gets you 20 yards, and you're going against that Patrick guy. What do you do here? It's 4th down, and the Packers' offense is staying on the field. I'm going to come back to this comment here, Perry. This is a good one. They're going to call it 4th and 1. It's a real long one. I would call it 4th and 2 personally. Love's in shotgun formation. A.J. Dillon is to his right here. They're going to motion Reed to the bottom of the formation here. It's a pass play. I wouldn't do this. Chris Jones with the pressure. They're going deep here, and it is caught. Romeo Doubs at the 11, and they go for it, a deep throw, and they make it. Bad job by the Chiefs secondary. Great job by the Green Bay Packers. They take a deep shot and connect. 1st down, almost goal to goal at the 11-yard line. Great job by the Packers offense. I thought this was just terrible. Because you have a 250-plus pound running back. I would have ran the ball. Instead, you go deep, but it pays off here. Jordan Love, 17 out of 20 for 175, 2 touchdowns. A.J. Dillon's going to take the handoff. Cochran stops him behind the line of scrimmage. Leo Chenal helps up. It's a loss of 2. Great job by the Chiefs defense on that play. And I'm going to be honest with you on that on that long completion, the Chiefs got a couple safeties back there. I'm not exactly sure why they let him go. And I mean, Jordan Love took a hit. Great, what a great gutsy play call. But it looks like there shouldn't be two safeties back there. It might have been a blown coverage. They're going to call it 2nd and 11. It's probably closer to 2nd and 12, but not 2nd and 11. So what it is that the Packers can get a first down at the 1. Empty formation here. Chiefs are going to bring pressure here. Jordan Love throws the ball, and it's caught. There is a flag, but there is a touchdown, and Christian Watson is celebrating here. The flag, we're going to see what that's on here as he beats Joshua Williams for the score here. There's still a flag, but the way the Packers are celebrating, it's holding against the Chiefs. It's obviously going to be declined. Touchdown, Green Bay. So the Chiefs score a touchdown. Green Bay responds. It's 12-20 Packers. Christian Watson beats Joshua Williams one-on-one. And it's really sad because Joshua Williams is a guy I absolutely loved coming out of Fayetteville State. A 6'2" corner going against a 6'4" wide receiver in Watson. Excellent coverage. Phenomenal throw. Phenomenal catch. It just worked out. The Packers with the extra point will take a 9-point lead, 5:23 left in the third. And folks, the Chiefs got to come back now. What a gutsy call on 4th and 1, taking the deep shot. I have to believe that's a blown coverage, but we got ball game, folks. Amazement says if we miss the post, yeah, you'll have a top 20 pick. Since you have such a good team, now you have to realize both your inside linebackers, Devin White and drawing a blank on the other guy, have both requested trades. It wouldn't surprise me if you could trade White and maybe able to get like a second rounder. Depends on kind of who's going to be available for what. You may have to trade up. You may also just want to hang out. We're going to see what goes on here. Which one of these quarterbacks falls in the draft? I've heard a lot of different things from a lot of different scouts, so we'll find out. But stay tuned to Dan Talks Football over the last several months because we're going to do a lot of draft talk. Neither am I. People are some of the players hit the transfer portal. They're gonna have a good recruiting class. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, Deion's not staying at Colorado. Michigan State's in the talks about dropping Dante Moore through the portal. That would not be bad. I recognize the name. I can't think of who it is. I like to hire 2 years ago. Yeah, I know. I know. Just got it. BD Buster. By the way, excellent thumbnail. Packers just scored a touchdown. It's 21-9. 21-9. So that's kind of where we're at. I'm sorry, 21-12. So Chiefs are down by 9 in the third quarter here. I apologize. I'm a little behind on comments. I'm going to try to get caught up during the commercial break, and we'll be back to the game here shortly. But we got 5:23 left in the third. I would love Deion there too. He means in Florida. He should stay in college since he can have a greater impact coaching kids in the NFL. He can reach college. Yeah, I think so too. It's Byron Cook. And I'm sorry, he real key player. May's getting all night. Do you realize the Chargers covered 4.5 by scoring 6? No shit. Yeah, you're right. They did. I had them winning. So, seriously, if I was okay, so like a lot of these teams are picking. I would go after a receiver instead of a quarterback. Like if I'm New England, I would, if you have the opportunity instead of taking a quarterback, maybe go with Marvin Harrison Jr., Rome Ozike, name. The Giants, they need a wide receiver. I don't know what they think of Daniel Jones here. Richie James is going to take the kick at the 2. He's going around the right side. There's an opening. He's at the 25. He's at the 30. He's going to be pushed out of bounds at the 34-yard line. So decent field position for the Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs down by 9. It's Packers 21, Chiefs 12, 5:17 left in the third quarter. Chiefs need to do something. There's a lot of quarterbacks coming out. Plus, he won't have to leave the state. Exactly. Florida's a place that players will always kind of gravitate towards. That's why I think Deion makes a lot of sense there. Patrick Mahomes shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers to the bottom, Kadarius Toney to the top. It's a handoff to Isaiah Pacheco. He's going to go around to the to the left side. He's going to get gain of 5. And I do like that the fact the Chiefs are not going to abandon the run. I don't think they should, but they need to be more productive inside the red zone. Don't go into panic mode. You don't need to score 9 points all at once. Keep running the ball because you're effective. Keep running the ball because you're effective. It's going to be a 2nd and 5 here. It's going to be a short 5 here. Patrick Mahomes is going to go under center here. 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers. Isaiah Pacheco, he's in the I formation. He's going to go around the left side again. He's going to cut through the inside here, and he's going to get a first down. It's a gain of 7. Isaiah Pacheco, wildly effective when he runs the ball. Wildly effective when he runs the ball. The Bears have the first, and that's fluid, but yeah, and if I'm Chicago, I draft Marvin Harrison and take the best tackle. I don't go quarterback. So that's what's going on. I think they will. And then there are some sleepers. I know, man. I know. Patrick Mahomes shotgun formation, 1st and 10 here. A little check out here. It's going to be a Richie James here, and he corkscrews his way. Powers forward, gets a first down, a gain of 12, doesn't want to go down. Was stopped after a gain of 7, kept fighting, got an extra 5 yards. Another Kansas City Chief first down here. Chiefs are moving the ball quickly down the field. Listen, you got Mahomes. You're down by 9. It's in the 3rd quarter. I'm not too worried. I mean, I am worried, but yeah, one pride. Don't be worried about your Chiefs yet. Amazement. That's been a fantastic question. Yeah, I'm going to star this. I'm going to come back to this. Patrick Mahomes under center here. It looks like it's going to be a free play. It's a little check down to Kelsey here. He's going to get a gain of 2 here. There's a flag. It's offsides for Green Bay. And I'm coming back to that question, amazement. Williams is only 6'1", 215. People had a problem with Bryce Young. Yeah, exactly. If I'm Chicago, I would draft Marvin Harrison Jr., take the best offensive lineman, and then if he doesn't pan out, then you draft the quarterback next year. But I would go Marvin Harrison Jr. That's what I would do. 1st and 5 for the Kansas City Chiefs at the Packers 37-yard line here. It's going to be a handoff to Pacheco. He's going to go around the right side. He's going to be stopped after a gain of 2, so it's going to be a 2nd and 3 here when play resumes here. It's going to be fun here. Devin needs to go down. I love Winfield. No way you can let him walk. Same thing with Evans. Yeah, you do. White, Evans is a guy. I would not be surprised if you move on from Mike Evans, even though I love Mike Evans. It wouldn't surprise me if there's a team that makes a really good offer. And you might have to take it here. They're going to call it 2nd and 4 here. Patrick Mahomes empty formation here, and they're going to whistle to play dead here. It's going to be a Packers timeout here. And Brian LaFleur is pissed at something. He had to burn a timeout, and I'm not exactly sure why he did, but apparently they didn't have the right personnel. So we're going to take a quick commercial break here. I agree. No income tax in Florida or less there. The University of Florida is just a premier position, and Napier is not a premier coach. He came from, if I remember right, it was one of the Sun Belt Louisiana schools. Which one's the Raging Cajuns? I think it's Southeast Louisiana, and I could be wrong. I know it's one of the Sun Belt schools. I don't remember which one. He's just not a high profile coach, and he was able to get some pretty good recruiting classes, but he hasn't been able to get the results. The thing is with a school like the University of Florida is that you're always going to be able to get good recruiting classes in Florida. And in that Florida, Georgia, so it's funny because Texas is the number 1 hotbed for college football prospects. Best high school football in the world's in Texas. Not a debatable subject. Number 2 is a debatable subject. You have some really good programs in California, You have some great You have some great programs in Florida and Georgia, and I'm kind of including that together. But if you take over Florida, you get some national recruiting power, but you can basically stay in Florida and Georgia and some of the Carolinas and bring in top 20 recruiting classes. So Richie James, bitch. I starred at one. I'm going to touch base on that. I want to get some of these comments. That's a great one. Evans, 10 straight 1,000-yard seasons too, Dan. Weirdly, Godwin hasn't had the opportunities this season. Why we need Ben Johnson? If you decide that you need to go all in on a quarterback, who are players that you can move? And that's kind of what I'm looking at. There may be a team like the Giants who may say, hey, you know what? We're happy at Daniel Jones. I wouldn't do that. But let's say the Giants, for example, they may want to trade and say, you know what, though? We want your first, we want a third, and we want Mike Evans. 2nd and 4 here from the Kansas City Chiefs here. They got 4. Well, Travis Kelce's lined up in a slide. Look quick out to Rashee Rice. Rashee Rice is going to squirt forward for a first down. Nice job by the Kansas City Chiefs. They've been doing this consistently. It's just getting Rashee Rice. Patrick Mahomes turns, fires out to Rashee Rice. Let him run with the ball in his hands. Once he gets the ball in his hands, he's like a running back. Phenomenal talent, just a guy of unlimited potential. Kansas City Chiefs first downs. They just went right down the field. Great job by the Kansas City Chiefs. Packers score touchdown. Chiefs come back. Travis Kelce sitting on the sidelines. He's getting a breather here. Noah Gray's going to take over. 3 wide receivers here. Kadarius Toney's going to line up. And it's a little razzle-dazzle here, Kadarius Toney, and he's going to be slammed down by Quay Walker here, former Georgia Bulldog. 2nd year in the league. A budding superstar, Quay Walker, been quiet today. And what they did is they took Patrick Mahomes out. And what they did is they had Isaiah Pacheco, a former quarterback, just handed off to Kadarius Toney, another former quarterback. But yeah. And this was a nice little razzle-dazzle play. Normally, I don't like it, but it worked for a gain of 6 here. Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce. 2nd and 4 here at the 22-yard line here. It's going to be a handoff to Pacheco. He's going to power forward and get a first down. Gets a gain of 8 here. Excellent job by Isaiah Pacheco here. Excellent job. Just powers right up the middle. And I really like what the Kansas City Chiefs are doing here. Not panicking. They know they can run the ball. Let's keep the Packers off bounds. And this was just a great job by the Kansas City Chiefs offensive line here. And a great job by Isaiah Pacheco, just running angry, breaking tackles and getting a first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Kansas City Chiefs are in the red zone. Isaiah Pacheco, 15 carries, 96 yards, and a touchdown. The Chiefs need a touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco around the left, gets inside the 10, corkscrews at the 9, powering forward here. No whistle. He's at the 5. He's at the 4. It's a first down. Still being powered forward here. I think they're going to mark him down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, Kansas City Chiefs. So what happens is Green Bay scores a touchdown. The Kansas City Chiefs go back downfield. It's going to be at the end of 3, Packers 21, Chiefs 12. But the Chiefs are at the 2-yard line. Actually, there's about 10 seconds. Hey, Pacheco, he's going to go around the left side. He's going to be stopped. So the final play of the 3rd quarter is a stop. And what's going to happen is it's going to be 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line. So nice play by Kenny Clark here. So at the end of 3, Packers 21, Chiefs 12. It wouldn't bother me. Yeah, he's a really good receiver, and you have to figure out what you want to do because you're not sticking. You're probably not going to re-sign Baker Mayfield. You're just not. And the way things are going right now, you're going to have to probably trade up. So what do you do? So I think that what you do is you probably trade a player or two, unfortunately. I started that. I'm going to answer that. I'm going to try to get all these comments, and I'm definitely answering that question. It's been great. That's the thing too, Dan. The recruitment hasn't been excellent. It's been okay, but not excellent. Yeah, here's the deal. Florida's been getting the top 25 classes. They missed out. They had a 4-star quarterback, I think, transferred out of state. Denver Gator might correct me on that, but I mean, just Deion Sanders arriving in Florida will give that an uptick and probably jump that in the top 10. Listen, Deion's not staying in Colorado. Everybody knows this. Everybody knows he's not staying in Colorado, but as long as he's there, they're going to do a decent job recruiting. They're going to get more and more players in the transfer portal. I know other players are leaving. Florida, it would not surprise me if we're talking in 2024 of Deion Sanders in Florida. To me, that makes a lot of sense. Evans is soon to be 29 or 30 if the Bucs rebuilding draft capital needs more than an aging player on losing team. Yeah. I mean, Evans is still number one in the NFL, so I think he has trade value. So I would listen to a trade for Evans if it involved the draft pick. Again, Godwin's good enough to be a number one. And yeah, exactly. You got other players, and if you want that quarterback, you got to get something. So yeah, I agree. Yeah, Pacheco is in beast mode, man. Evans would. And you know, there's some of these. Listen, New England, Chicago, the Giants, all these guys could use receivers. If Chicago really wants to keep Justin Fields, I would draft Marvin Harrison Jr., but if you're Tampa Bay and you want to trade up, you might want to give up a gajillion draft picks. You might have to give up a player or two. What do you think Detroit could get for Jared on the market? Because I think Hendon is going to be a star. BD Buster, fantastic question. I'm going to star this, get back to it. Second and goal here. Patrick Mahomes in shotgun formation. Isaiah Pacheco is going to get a break. CEH is in the game here. Little pitch play, and it's going to be incomplete. The Chiefs try a little razzle-dazzle here. They gave Pacheco a break, put in CEH. The Chiefs really need to score here. And what this was that this was just a pitch play to CEH. Now, this was a great job by the Packers defense because they read this, they did their homework, and the Packers were ready for it. So this has been a play the Kansas City Chiefs have done before, and it has worked. Isaiah Pacheco is staying on the sidelines here. It's third and goal at the 2-yard line. Trips to the bottom of the formation here. MVS to the top here. CEH is to Patrick Mahomes left. And then Patrick Mahomes, touchdown, Noah Gray. And the Chiefs get in the end zone. It's 20-18. The Chiefs, it'll be interesting here because do you go for one and stay down by 2, or do you go for 2 and make it 21-20? We're going to find out right here. Nice job here. Noah Grace is other tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs. And what they did is a lot of attention goes to Kelsey, Noah Gray. It's an old school Texas route. You go out, cut right back in. If you played NCAA football, as long as I have, that Texas route is a staple for running backs. Tight ends can do it too, like they just did. So, and the Kansas City Chiefs are going to kick the extra point here. By the way, BD Buster, I started this. I am coming back to this because I want to talk about this in a lot of detail, a little more detail than right now. Nobody's really mentioning Nick's draft stock either. He had a great season. He did have a great season, and I thought he played a great game against Washington, even though he lost. I like his size. I like his mental makeup. I like the arm strength. He's a guy I really liked as a freshman at Auburn. He's got NFL size. He's got NFL arm strength. He's mobile. He's improved as a passer. He's a guy that's going to interview really, really well. His skyrocket, I guarantee you, as soon as he gets in front of NFL, when he starts interviewing for NFL teams, his stock's going to go way up. He's one of those guys that I'm seeing late first round. He's going to go be in the top 15, probably top 10. Yeah. Whip route's also correct. Yes. Chiefs score. Let's see what Hooker can do first. I think Hooker. Okay, so I'll touch base on that first. What do you think Detroit could get for Jared in the market? Because I think Hedman's going to be a star. Okay. The answer is, what do you think Detroit could get for Jared Goff? And I think you would get a minimum of a first round pick, but you're not going to get a first round pick for a team picking like in the top 5. Like, you're not getting a first round pick. You're not getting I think the Giants right now would have the 4th overall pick in the draft. You're not getting the 4th overall pick. You're not getting anything like that. Let's say Ben Johnson takes over for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are picking 12th. Could you get the 12th pick for Jared Goff? The answer is yes. Could you get maybe a second in Mike Evans, which would allow some salary cap help, which you will need, because if you bring Goff with you to Tampa, you would need to figure out some stuff cap-wise. You could do something like that as well. I think Detroit can get a first-round draft pick, maybe more, but it depends on what team you're looking at. A team like Tampa Bay, a 1. Do I see like a team like the Giants giving up a top 5 pick for Goff? Absolutely not. A team that's picking outside of the top 10 that may want a quarterback, like the Bucks, could get a first-round draft pick. Keep in mind where Ben Johnson goes. Ben Johnson may want to bring Jared Goff with him. Ben Johnson may also want to bring Hendon Hooker with him as well. So there's a lot of things. To answer your question, I think you can get a first-round draft pick for him, but you're not getting a top 10 pick for him. Could you get multiple draft picks? Depends on the team. I think a first-round pick outside of the top 10 is what you're looking at. So back to the game here. It's 19-21, 14:51 left in the fourth quarter. Chiefs defense needs to make a play here. The Chiefs defense has been one of the best units in the National Football League, but they were down to their second string middle linebacker. Drew Tranquill's had a fantastic season after spending all his whole career with the Chargers. Comes over to the Kansas City Chiefs and just playing lights out, left early in the first quarter with a concussion. Chiefs have been a little creative, using both Cochran, who's a special teams guy, and Leo Chenal, a guy that they've been using as an edge linebacker hybrid type. So that's what we've been going on. That's what's been going on. And Cochran is been now back at middle linebacker here. Jordan Love's in shotgun formation. A.J. Dillon around the right side, but he's going to be stopped for a gain of 2. Short gain for A.J. Dillon here. And the Chiefs defense, which has just been playing lights out, needs to make a big play here. We need a stop or a turnover. Just under 14 and a half left in the game here. Packers are up by 2. It's Packers 21, Chiefs 19. My buddy Tim says these stupid play calls are pissing me off. Thankfully, we scored. That is correct. Trips at the bottom of the formation here. I believe that's Reed at the top here. Jordan Love's under center here. A.J. Dillon's in the backfield. Actually, Reed's going to motion to the top. That was Dobbs. Chris Jones is getting free here. He's chasing Jordan Love. Jordan Love gets around to the left side. He's going to scramble and get a first down. Nice job by Jordan Love. Chris Jones just blew by whoever the guard was there and looked like he was going to sack Jordan Love. Jordan Love, showing that athleticism, just goes around the left side and gets a first down. Great job by Jordan Love. Doesn't get overly creative. And Chris Jones just made a great play. Just shreds. I believe that's John Runyon, and Jordan Love gets first down. Of course, the Chiefs are depleted middle linebackers. Normally, linebackers are fast enough, but Jordan Love, shotgun formation. Here he's back to pass. A quick throw here. That's Christian Watson for a gain of 5 here. Jordan Reed on the tackle, and it's a nice. I really like that play here. Nice little quick 5-yard out route here. And what you want to do here is you want to stay ahead of the sticks. You don't want to put Jordan Love in obvious passing situations, even though he did have that nice run for a first down. You're up by 2. You're trying to protect the lead. What you want to do is you want to stay ahead of the sticks. You want to have manageable situations. You have a 250-pound running back. You have some good athletic tight ends. You have some injuries on the Kansas City Chiefs, so put yourself in the situation here. 2nd and 5 for the Packers at the 40 here. Fake handoff to Jordan Love. A nice throw downfield. It's going to be Christian Watson for a gain of 12 and a Packers first down. Nice job by really nice job by the Green Bay Packers here. You're in second and manageable play action pass and you have one-on-one coverage with a safety on Christian Watson, you take advantage of it and you get a first down here. Great job by Jordan Love here, and good job by the Packers offensive line giving him time to throw. So they're just I can't tell what yard marker they're at. They're at the 46-yard line here. Christian Watson, 6 catches, 61 yards, and 8 pair of touchdowns. Jordan Love's shotgun formation here. They're going to give A.J. Dillon a break here. 2 tight ends. Actually, it's just Croft here. And they're going to blow the play dead here. And it's going to be delay of game by the Packers. This may not seem like it. This is a really big penalty. This may not seem like it, but it's a very big penalty because you're moving the ball downfield. You're moving the ball successfully. And now you're behind the sticks here. You're now in a 1st and 15 instead of what could potentially be a 2nd and somewhat short. You didn't want to put yourself in a situation like this because you got the lead and you're trying to protect it here. And you're also giving A.J. Dillon a break. So you got Taylor in 1st and 15 here. Taylor's to Jordan Love's right side here. They're in motion to fullback here. Chiefs come with a blitz, throws the ball, and Romeo Doubs was covered by L'Jarius Sneed. He was not looking for it here. The Chiefs came up with the blitz at the right time. It's going to be 2nd and 15 for the Green Bay Packers. Looking at future games to see what they can flex for prime time. Yeah, the Chiefs are going to play the Patriots on Monday night. That game's been flexed. I don't know what other games are going to be flexed here. Great job by the Chiefs blitzing the speedy Willie Gay here, and a good job by the Chiefs defense. 2nd and 15. Packers at their own 41-yard line. Empty formation here for Jordan Love here. And Chiefs are showing blitz, but they back out of it. But they still get pressure with only 4. No hold there on Karlaftis here. Incompletion to, I believe that was Reed that they were trying to hit here. And the Chiefs, even though they only came with 4, they faked. They showed blitz, backed off, but still were able to pressure Love. Now it's 3rd and 15, and this is exactly what the Green Bay Packers did not want to do. They didn't want to get in 3rd and obvious, and this is exactly what they do. What do you think of Brian Thomas Jr.? He is 6'4". I haven't had a chance to watch much of him yet. I'm sorry, Perry. He's a guy I haven't had a chance to watch much of yet. Trips at the bottom of the formation, Taylor to the left here. Chiefs only bring in 4 here, but they're still able to get pressure. He's being chased by Karlaftis, throwing the ball downfield. It's incomplete. No flags on the play. The Chiefs are going to get the ball back. 11:44 left in the 4th. Chiefs are down by 2, but they are getting the ball back. Brian Thomas Jr., I don't know too much about him. Do me a favor, Perry. If you follow me on social media, can you send me that? If you don't mind, if you hit me up on the live stream on Tuesdays, and I'll keep an eye out on them. Normally, I watch a lot more college football. This year, I haven't. I'm familiar with the name. I'm just drawing a blank on the person. The name sounds familiar. I don't know too much about them. There's a good chance I may have seen some things about him, but I just haven't yet. So, Packers punt, and the Chiefs are going to get the ball it's going to go out of bounds at the 19-yard line here. Not a bad punt. Main thing you want to do in a situation like that, you don't want to give Richie James a chance for a return, or any of the Chiefs returner a chance to return. So we're going to go on commercial break, and I'm going to get some of these comments here. Do you think the added 7th playoff makes it an interesting race to get down to the final week, or 6 spots make it better? I say this because I really want to dive into this amazement. I hated it at first. I absolutely hated it because what's going to happen is it's going to go from 7 to 8, and it's just a matter of time before it goes to 8. I like 6 better. But the plan is to go to 8. And then the plan for the NFL, this was in play a while back, and it's going to happen probably in the next 5 to 10 years. The NFL is going to expand, and they want to expand with 4 teams. They want to go from 32 to 36. And I think that what they're going to do is when they expand to 36, they want to have 8 playoff spots instead of the 7. I like 6 better because I think 2 teams should get a bye. And I think that when they go to 8, I think that the first and second seed will get a bye. I personally like 6 better, but I have to admit I really, really like those extra wild card games. So far they've been fantastic. And let's take a look. Take a look at some of these playoff games right now. In the NFC, San Francisco would play the Rams. Detroit, Minnesota, Atlanta, Dallas. Those are fun games. Those are really fun games. In the AFC, right now, the way it is Miami has the 1. And, this is all fluid, but I'm going as it is today, right now, this very second. Baltimore versus Indianapolis, Chiefs, Cleveland, Jacksonville. Okay, those aren't as good. But this is very fluid. If the Chiefs end up coming back and winning, they would actually own the 1 seed they would own the 1 seed in the AFC. So but in the NFC, 2 division games right away, that's just fantastic. Smart move for the Pats is to trade their 2nd overall pick for a king's ransom. Patriots need to. If I'm New England and I'm picking 2nd overall, I'm going to touch base on this here in a second. Patrick Mahomes in shotgun formation. Pacheco to his right. Pacheco's going to get the handoff. He's going to bounce around to the right side, and he's going to only get a gain of 2 on the play. Great job by the Kansas City Chiefs there. A great job by the Green Bay Packers holding Isaiah Pacheco to only 2 yards there. So 2nd and 8 for the Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes in shotgun formation. Travis Kelce's moving to inside of the slot on the top side. Patrick Mahomes wants to go deep. He's got MVS, and he overthrows MVS. And Patrick Mahomes looking frustrated. It looked like he wanted MVS to go outside, kind of like a flag, and instead MVS went inside. And the thing is that MVS was behind the coverage. So if these two would have connected, it would have been for a big gain. And I think MVS turned himself around. That was the mistake on it. I think, God damn it. MVS. Not happy with MVS. Big third down for the Chiefs here. Patrick Mahomes shotgun formation. He's going to throw the ball, and Richie James is down on the ground. He wants a flag. Patrick Mahomes wants a flag. No flags on the play here. And the Chiefs are going to send in the punt unit. I'm going to come back to this one here. 36, that's exactly what's going to happen. It's just a matter of time. And I'm not a fan. Yeah, the play-in. Yeah, exactly. I'm just not a fan here. And Chiefs are going to punt here. Breaks the tackle, gets to the outside, and taken down by Connor. 4th-round pick out of Virginia Tech, player the Chiefs like. Nice special teams tackle here. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Packers at it looks like around the 20-yard line, 10:41 left in the 3rd. It's about the money. The NFL, more teams in the playoffs, more money and fan interest. I can see a team in London, Toronto, San Antonio. So what the NFL wants to do is they want to have at least 2 international cities, and San Antonio is going to get one as well. I've heard Mexico City. I'll touch base on this a little more. It's actually 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line. Jordan Love's under center here. It's actually it is A.J. Dillon, and he's going to power forward for a nice gain, a gain of 5 here. It's those 3. I've heard Mexico City. At one point in time, Sacramento, which I really would be shocked if they did, if they put a city in Sacramento. I've also heard Oklahoma City, which makes a lot more sense. And I think a team could be successful in Oklahoma City. It's not a huge market, but rapid rabid fan base here. Actually, it's going to be a gain of 4. It's 2nd and 6 here. Jordan Love back to pass here. He's going to turn around here. He wants to go deep. There's a flag on the play. It's usually holding, and Jordan Love's going to throw the ball out of bounds. It looks like Jordan Love saw the flag. Instead of taking a shot, just threw it out of bounds. This is going to be a hold, and it's going to back the Packers up 10 here. Yeah, I've been hearing this from Packers fans. He's not going to be with the Chiefs next year. I can see it. Yeah, sold, yes. Moved, probably not. I think that part of the whole thing of letting the Chargers move to LA is that they share the stadium. That way, the owner of the Rams gets part of an income there. So that I don't see that. I see sold, yes. Moved, no. I think they're going to stay in LA for a while. 2nd and 16 here. The Chiefs are showing blitz here, but I don't think they're going to come with it here. It's an empty formation here, and the Chiefs keep on showing blitz, but they only bring 4 here. Jordan Love off his back foot. Wide open. Is that Romeo? I believe that's Romeo Doubs. Wide open for a huge first down. Looks like a blown coverage by the Kansas City Chiefs. Great job by Jordan Love recognizing the blown coverage and throwing a big completion. Here, if the NFL does expand to a foreign city, then you should make the team play all their home games first month of the season, put them on the road second half of the season. I'm gonna save this comment. I'm gonna touch base on this because I know a little bit about how the NFL wants to do the schedule. This was a blown coverage here. Romeo Doubs was left wide open for a gain of 28 here. Nice job by Jordan Love recognizing it. It's going to be an end around. It's going to be a reverse to Christian Watson here. He's got some room. He goes around the left side. He stiff arms, gets a first down. They spun out of bounds by Mike Hanna there. I got Love and Doubs props tonight. Both hit them. Congratulations. Amazement. Yes, I always like when people hit their bets. Great job, but now we need the Chiefs to win. I saved this comment because I'm going to touch base on this here. You have some great comments here. I haven't answered yet. So I'm going to start with actually, Tim, I'm going to answer all your comments in some more detail, Amazement, because you have some great comments. So I really appreciate it here. I'm getting a little panicky here as we are going under 8:30 left in the game here, and the Packers are in enemy territory. Play action pass here. Jordan Love wants to go deep. He's going to go across the middle of the field. Incompletion here. That is actually, I don't know who that is. That is Malik Heath, backup wide receiver. He was open, and I can't tell if the Chiefs player got in the way or not here. And good job by the Chiefs. A fourth string middle linebacker Cochran actually getting his hand. So what happened is he got his hand in the way and just kind of distracted him enough so he couldn't make the completion. But he was open for a millisecond. 2nd and 10 for the Green Bay Packers here. Chiefs are showing blitz here. Christian Watson's going to go motion to the bottom formation here. It's going to be a handoff to A.J. Dillon, who's going to power forward. He runs over Mike Edwards and gets a first down. So 2nd and 10 to give the ball to A.J. Dillon, powers forward for a first down as he runs over Chiefs safety Mike Edwards for a gain of 11. Great job by A.J. Dillon here as the Packers are now in field goal range, so they can make this very interesting. Number one thing you want to do if you're the Green Bay Packers is you want to score points, whether it's a field goal or a touchdown. A touchdown makes this very difficult for the Chiefs to come back on, but you definitely want to get points. Another thing is that excuse me, the clock is now your friend as we go under 8 minutes here. Play action pass here. Jordan Love, he wants to go deep and overthrows Christian Watson, who was really covered well. Nice job. I thought it was a nice, interesting play call, aggressive play call, just because it didn't work out. It's still a good call. Tim says, dude, need an awesome background behind your chair. Should get a banner. So I actually know that I want to get some. I need to work on some things, but I want to get some graphics with this, and that's something I'm working on right now. So 2nd and 10 for the Green Bay Packers. They're at the Chiefs 32. Play action pass, throws a dart to Heath. He's the one who had the incompletion. Gets a first down, thrown out of bounds by Justin Reed for a gain of 14. Packers first down. The Packers are being very aggressive. Excellent job by the Green Bay Packers. I thought that they would just kind of sit down, try to eat up some clock, but instead they're being very aggressive. And what they're trying to do is they're actually going downfield. They're trying to score a touchdown and trying to make this a 2-score game. Now, keep in mind, there's enough time for the Kansas City Chiefs to come back, but the Packers and being aggressive like this and trying to make this a 2-point game is really working out this drive here. And the drive the Chiefs really needed to come through in, but they don't. Trips at the bottom of the formation here. They're in motion. Jalen Reed down. All the wide receivers to the bottom here. It looks like this was an interesting play design. They had 3 wide receivers, and they motion Reed to the bottom of the formation here, trying to trick the Chiefs. Throw a screen to the top of the formation to Taylor Croft, the tight end. The Chiefs were coming in on a blitz, and it turns out to be that it didn't come through. But by the way, if the Chiefs are actually looking for that, but if it didn't go through, there was plenty of room here, potential touchdown. That's exactly what Green Bay was thinking. 6:53 left in the fourth quarter, 2nd and 10 for the Green Bay Packers here. A.J. Dillon's going to take a rest here. They got Taylor to back up to Jordan Love's left-hand side. Jordan Love's retreating here. He's going to go back and throw the ball incomplete here as he just kept running backwards here. Key third down, the biggest third down of the game. Packers can get a field goal here, and that's still good. But what you really want to do is try to get this first down to make this a 2-possession game. Of course, what you don't want to do is get a turnover here. You are in field goal range. This is a very easy field goal. You're on the 17-yard line. So, I mean, this would end up being 18-yard line. So it would be a 36-yard field goal, very makeable field goal here. Packers are lining up trips at the bottom formation. I believe it's Romeo Doubs at the top here. Jordan Love going back to pass here. He's got some pressure, and he is going to be sacked. Mike Hanna. What a great job by Hanna. This has just been a guy who former 5th-round pick. I said Hanna, it's Dana. Former 5th-round pick out of the University of Michigan. And this year's just been a great year. I believe that's his 7th sack. He's just been playing lights out. He's a pass rush specialist. Just phenomenal. Phenomenal. Big sack. So Green Bay is going to try for a 40-yard field goal to make this a 5-point game. It's going to go to about down to 6 minutes here. The kick is up, and it is good. Packers 24, Chiefs 19, 6:03 left in the fourth quarter as we go to a commercial break. If there's a team in Mexico City and Toronto, Toronto's hop, skip, and a jump play, and that's the reason why they're considering Toronto and Mexico City. I heard the NFL really wants London and Frankfurt. It's those two. They want San Antonio, and then I believe it's either Toronto or Mexico City, and I think that's what they really want to do. The NFL is big in the UK and Germany, NFL Europe, exactly, and that's why they're expanding worldwide. Amazement had this question earlier. This is a phenomenal question. How scary did the Dolphins look in England? The answer is yes. They have not beaten a team with a winning record yet all year. Tyreek Hill is my MVP. They can score at anywhere, anytime on the field. The offense is good. The defense is getting better. I still think it's so-so. I am floored Tua has not gotten injured yet, but if he's healthy and this team's healthy, they are very, very dangerous. Can they win the AFC? Absolutely. Are they my pick? No. But can they? Absolutely. I think that so here's the drill. You can go quarterback, you can go receiver, you can go left tackle. If you're picking number 2 overall and the Bears decide to take a quarterback, I would go Marvin Harrison Jr. If the Bears take Marvin Harrison Jr., you have to figure out, do you want Caleb Williams? I think Joe Alt would be perfect because he's such a high floor, high ceiling player, and you may want to do that. Is there a team that would want to trade heaven and earth for the number 2 pick in the draft and draft Caleb Williams? Absolutely. But if I'm New England, you may want to draft Caleb Williams. That you may want to draft the left tackle. You may want to draft Marvin Harrison Jr. I think it's kind of funny because I had two guests on my show, and we all had differences of opinions. One person said quarterback, one person said skill position, and I said offensive line. And I think you have to address all three of those. So it might be a good move. But if Marvin Harrison's available and you're picking second, and I'm New England, I might go that route. The NFL does expand to a foreign city. They should. Okay, I want to touch base on this. Is one I do want to, because I know a little bit about this, and I kind of know what the NFL wants to do for a situation like this. So I'll touch base on that here. Next chance we get a commercial break here. Packers are going to kick off. It's going to go into the end zone. It's going to be taken out at the 25-yard line. So we're going to have 1st and 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs at the 20, down by 5, 6 minutes left in the game. Come on, Chiefs! So what the NFL has done is there's actually a training facility located in New York. And what they want to do is teams that have to travel to London, they would actually practice in this facility in New York before they play. We're winding back up to the game here. 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers. Patrick Mahomes under center here. Pacheco's in the backfield here. Play action pass here. Patrick Mahomes is going to throw the ball downfield. Rashid Rice. And so Rashid Rice caught the ball at the 36, then he goes backwards 2 yards. So I'm not sure if they're going to give him the first down or if it's going to be second and short. And good job to the Packers defense as they were putting pressure. Lucas Van Ness again, and this guy is coming on. This guy, if you don't know who this is a rookie out of Iowa, 13th pick in the draft. There is no ceiling to how good this kid can be. And they are not going to give him the first down. It's going to be second and inches for the Kansas City Chiefs here. As they got 2 wide receivers to the bottom of formation, 2 tight ends to the top here. Isaiah Pacheco's to Patrick Mahomes left. They're going to throw deep downfield to Rashid Rice. Rashid Rice wants a flag. He is not going to get it. So it's going to – actually, there is a flag. There is a flag. And it looked – the way Rashid Rice was moving, it looks like he was held, but – he didn't get that call originally, but looks like he may get that call here. They're taking a look at the replay, and he is held here. God, it's a little ticky-tacky, I'll be honest with you, but as a Chiefs fan, I like it. So the plan is amazement that teams would travel to New York. They would practice in New York. There's a facility there in New York, and then you would travel right before the game, and each team does it a little differently. It was kind of funny because people are making fun of the Chiefs before they traveled to Frankfurt. They left Thursday, where Miami spent the whole week there. Chiefs won that game. How they're going to handle this is that there's a lot of different plays in place. Part of it is the training facility there in New York. This is a spot foul, so it's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs at the Packers 49-yard line here as a 5:20 left in the game here. Patrick Mahomes – and it's picked off. Patrick Mahomes. It was a play action pass. They're trying to get to Sky Moore. First interception of the game. And this is a big one. And what do you need if you are the Green Bay Packers? Long touchdown drives, check. Hold the Chiefs to field goals once they get in the red zone, check. Turnovers, check. That might be the nail in the coffin as we go to a commercial break. Chiefs down by 5. Patrick Mahomes just threw a pick. May is 6'4", is mobile with a good arm if he can read a defense. There's a lot of people that thinks that May is the best quarterback in the draft. There's a lot of people that thinks May is the best quarterback in the draft. And it wouldn't surprise me if he ends up going number 1. I have not seen him play yet, but he's a big dude. I think like one of his brothers played in the NBA. He's like 6'9" or something. So like he's a big dude. He's really mobile. He's got a massive arm. I'm drawing a blank on the coach down there at North Carolina. He was at North Carolina. That's where he started his coaching career. Took over at Texas, led Texas to a national championship. Had some bad years after the national championship, where they beat USC, maybe the greatest college football game of all time. Can't believe Mac Brown. Stepped away from coaching, went back to North Carolina, and he's really just been doing an excellent job recruiting. over the last couple of years. Unfortunately, this year it really didn't turn into wins, but there's a lot of talent on that North Carolina team. Sam Howell was the quarterback there. He was a 4-year starter, and May took over for Howell. And I don't know about the North Carolina recruiting class right now. I believe they have another top 20 recruiting class. I literally just said to coaches, Matt Brown. Matt Brown's a world-class recruiter, and they're bringing in some talent to North Carolina, but they're not really a football school, so it'll be tough. That's why he left to take the Texas job, because Texas is a football school, and he won national championship there. World-class recruiter. And May will I haven't seen him play yet. So Van Ness is a risk reward type, might be at Packers, get lucky. Nolan Smith with risk reward types as well. I don't know how he's playing with team. So you're saying he was drafted by Philly at 30, and just Philly just doesn't really have a need for him right now. So that's the only thing, that's really the only thing preventing him from getting on the field, is Philly has so many playmakers. So that's the only problem. But yeah, he was 30th pick. Philly got steal. It wouldn't surprise me next year if he gets inserted into the starting lineup and ends up being a double-digit sack guy. He's really good. Van Ness is a guy just unlimited ceiling. I mean, there's no ceiling to how. I mean, he could be so good. Second 3 for the Packers here. Jordan Love in shotgun formation here. A.J. Dillon to his left here. Chiefs are showing blitz here. Christian Watson motion to the top of the formation. They're going to hand off to A.J. Dillon. He's going to shred a tackle, get a first down, keep going here. And the Packers now can just salt the clock, as the Mahomes interception might have sunk the game. Chiefs do have all 3 timeouts, but, I mean, the Packers have really done a fantastic job on offense, just a fantastic job. And they're not going to snap the ball till we go under 4 minutes. Keep in mind the Kansas City Chiefs have all 3 timeouts. It's 1st and 10 for the Green Bay Packers here at their 48-yard line. They're going to go trips. Actually, it's 2 tight ends. They're going to move one of the tight ends. So it's 2 wide receivers, 2 tight ends. Jordan Love under center, A.J. Dillon under center. Play action pass here. Jordan Love's going deep downfield, incomplete. Tyler Kroft was covered by Leo Chenal. He wants a flag. He's not going to get one. I love the aggressive play calling here by LaFleur. What they could do very easily is try to salt the clock out. Instead of that, they wanted to take a shot downfield and try to win this game. And I really like that aggressive nature. Lucky as a Chiefs fan, it didn't work out. 2nd and 10, and it also stops the clock. So 3:50 left in the game. Last thing you want to do is give Mahomes another shot. 2nd and 10 here from the 48. It's Jordan Love under center here. It's going to be a play action pass, a little slip screen to Reed here. He's going to get outside. He's going to leap. He's going to be short of the first down by about 2 yards. Short of the first round by about 2 yards. Brian Thomas Jr. is being compared to Calvin Ridley. I don't know too much about him right now, so it's going to be they're giving him an excellent spot here. It's a 3rd and love. They're going to do the tush push. They're going to get the first down. So it's going to be a first down at the Chiefs' 41-yard line here, and there's a good chance that Patrick Mahomes may not get an opportunity to get the ball back. So. By the way, I'm a little frustrated because my Chiefs are losing, but I do want to thank everybody for being here. I want to thank you all for your phenomenal comments. Thank you so much for comments like this. Any holiday rituals you do around this time? It's funny. I worked holidays for the longest time, and my dad always worked holidays. So I used to get double time and a half. I loved it. So I always worked holidays. This year for Christmas, the Chiefs play Christmas Day, so I'll be here on YouTube. But Christmas Eve, I'm spending with my family. It's kind of weird because I'm used to working. And then after the Chiefs game, because they play at noon, I'm going to visit family, probably my dad. The only other thing I do is there's this Christmas light show I'm probably going to go see. 1st and 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs as they burn a timeout. 3:21 left in the game here. Basically 2 first downs will 100% end this game, but definitely two first downs, maybe just one. 2nd down here, and it's 3:16, and I believe the Kansas City Chiefs burned their 2nd timeout. And what they did is Corey Dillon's 250. It's Corey Dillon time, and he just went ahead and got a nice gain of 5. And what they did is a little zone read option, a little zone read here. And what Mike Hanna did is he played it perfectly, but they still got a gain of 5. So gain of 5 for the Green Bay Packers, and gain of 5 here for the Packers here, and as the Chiefs use their 2nd timeout. If the Packers get a first down here, 2 first downs ended. 2nd and 3 here. Chiefs only have 1 timeout remaining here. Jordan Love in shotgun formation. It's going to be a little pop play, and it's going to be Christian Watson. He's going to take a knee at the 25. Little end around, and oh God, this is just terrible. So Christian Watson, after he got the first down, took a knee, and then he goes down. The bad news, actually, to tell you the truth, they don't need to burn a timeout because it's 3:08, but they are going to stop the clock here as they get the this is just awful as Christian Watson. Nice little pop pass, great play call. What a great job by Matt LaFleur out coaching Andy Reid. What a great job by Jordan Love outplaying Patrick Mahomes. We're gonna have the game stopped at 3:08. His medical staff is going to attend to Christian Watson, who after he got the first down, he took a knee and just landed awkwardly. And we're going to go to a commercial break while he seeks medical attention. Hopefully the injury is a very, very, very minor one. So I don't know too much about this guy. I really don't. But if you don't mind, if you follow me on social media, Perry, DM me with his information, or bring him up on a future live stream, because we're going to do a lot of draft stuff. Mock draft. My first mock draft will come up probably right after the combine is completed. Last year, I believe I had 8 mock drafts, and then the Thursday before the NFL draft, I went live on Wednesday, did a complete, mock draft. Most of my mock drafts will be without trades. Last year, I did 1 or 2 trades in the draft. I don't know. I'm on the fence about it, but we're going to do a lot. This is going to be Draft Central. Right after the combine. That's basically all this channel is going to be, is right after the combine. And I plan to go live for the NFL draft in the first round, just like I did last year. It was a lot of fun. I don't know if I'll get a guest or not, but we'll wait and see. But we're going to do a lot of draft content. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie. I really expected the Kansas City Chiefs to win this game, but there's a recipe when you're an underdog to play the Kansas City Chiefs. There's a recipe to beat the Chiefs, and the number one thing you want to do is you want to keep Mahomes off the field. Okay, so you want to keep Mahomes off the field, and the long touchdown drives that they had in the first half. It was like an 8-minute drive, and then I believe a 5.5-minute drive. Those are huge. Kansas City Chiefs burned their final timeout. 3:08 left in the game here. The 2-minute warning is the only thing that can stop the clock. Technically, if the Packers get a first down, they can still there's still a possibility the Chiefs could do something, but more than likely a first down will end the game here. A.J. Dillon's going to get a handoff here. He's going to cut back inside, but only get a gain of 2 here. So they can run one more play before the 2-minute warning. They're going to call it 2nd and 9. It's actually closer, 2nd and 8. Technically, a first down doesn't end the game, but it ends the game, basically. 1 first down will basically end it. 2-minute warning is the only thing that can stop the clock here, 2nd and 9. If I'm Green Bay, the way that they've been doing things, I actually throw the ball here. I roll the dice and throw the ball. Keep in mind they're in field goal range. So it's going to be another handoff to A.J. Dillon. He's going to go around the right side, stop for a gain of about 1, maybe 2, depending on where they mark him. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So we're going to go to the 2-minute warning. After the 2-minute warning, it's going to be 3rd and 6. And again, a very easy makeable field goal, which would make this an 8-point game. The way that LaFleur has been calling this game, I'm kind of expecting them to throw the ball here. They've been very, very aggressive. They've done a fantastic job. And these receivers are very young, but very, very talented. Here's the recipe to beat Kansas City. Long touchdown drives. Keep Kansas City to field goals, and you got to win turnover battle. And they did all those things. Emeka Egbuka, wide receiver, is available, be available. I've been hearing his name, and I've seen that. I've seen him in a lot of mock drafts, and absolutely could be. I think Kansas City could do one of two. I think Kansas City, it's kind of a weird team because I think the Chiefs could trade up or they could trade down. I think if a player falls that they fall in love with, I could see the Chiefs trading up the somewhere in the 20s. Keep in mind, I'm still having the Chiefs pick very late in the draft, but I could see the Chiefs trading up into the 20s. I could also see the Chiefs getting out of round 1 because they have a lot of players that they're not going to be able to re-sign. And I could see the Chiefs just going with a youth movement. And I could also see the Chiefs doing something very similar to what the Packers did and draft 2 tight ends and 3 wide receivers. 3rd and 6 here. This is play of the game here. Packers get a first down. This game is over. Trips to the top of the formation. Jordan Love in shotgun formation here. Taylor to his left here. Back to pass here. Chiefs do not blitz, but there is pressure. Chris Jones gets a sack, and this is a big sack because he's down at around the 29-yard line. So this makes this a 46-yard field goal. Not impossible to make, but a much more difficult field goal than if he just ran a running play. Like I said, the way LaFleur's been calling this game so far, it makes sense that he went for the win instead of just trying to play it cautious. But it ended up backfiring here. Now keep in mind, this is a very long field goal. Packers have 2 timeouts left, so they're going to let the play clock drop and call a timeout. And Packers are going to bring the field goal unit on. There's 1:14 left in the game, and the Packers are going to try to make this an 8-score game. Go back to that 2-point conversion. If the Chiefs just kick the extra point, we could be looking at overtime. Instead, Chiefs will get the ball back with a little over a minute left and no timeouts. Hey, look, you wanted excitement. Here you are. I personally wanted to see the Chiefs win by 20. Kudos to the Green Bay Packers for coming out and doing a really, really good job. I mean, great job. The recipe was there. Long touchdown drives, holding the Chiefs to field goals, winning the turnover battle. And Packers going to line up for a 48-yard field goal. And if they get this, they will be up by 8. The kick is up, and it is good. Packers up by 8. 1:09 left in the game as we go to a slight commercial break before the Chiefs get the ball back. We're going to see if we got any Mahomes magic here. So listen, we're not done yet, but we're not done yet. But it's give kudos to Green Bay. I mean, they did everything right that you want. Long touchdown drives, holding the Chiefs to field goals. I mean, early on, the Chiefs had to settle for field goals. Got a little cute in the red zone instead of just kind of running the ball when the Chiefs did have success running the ball. Defense, which was playing lights out, they gave up 27 points. Jordan Love played amazing. Jordan Love outplayed Patrick Mahomes. LaFleur has outcoached Andy Reid. They did everything right. This is how you beat the Chiefs. Long touchdown drives, hold the Chiefs field goals, win turnover battle. 69 seconds left in the game. Chiefs are down by 8. Never know. I mean, you never know. I still think Love is not a franchise quarterback. I really thought when they traded Rasul Douglas and got that pick, remember they got an extra second-round pick for Rodgers, so they got an extra third-round pick. I really thought the plan was to trade up for a quarterback. Now I'm not so sure. Could you also trade Love to a team? Richie James is going to call for a fair catch here. There's a flag on the play here. We're going to see what this flag is. Richie James just called for the fair catch. The referee is pointing towards the Packers here. We're going to find out what this flag is. 109 left in the game here. If it's against Green Bay, I believe the Chiefs have the option to take the yardage instead of doing the re-kick here. It's offsides on Green Bay. So we'll have to see what the Kansas City Chiefs do. Richie James has been a decent kick returner, but he's not been a guy that I don't think he's returned a kick for a touchdown in the NFL. So offsides Packers, minor mistake here, but it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs. Correction. I thought the Chiefs could just get the 5 yards. The Chiefs are just going to take. Actually, no, they can. Okay, I was right. I was getting ahead of myself. 1st and 10 at the 30 here. Patrick Mahomes in shotgun formation here. Patrick Mahomes back to pass here. He's going to dump it off to Isaiah Pacheco, and Isaiah Pacheco just drops it. Denver Gator says, love your brother. See you Tuesday, man. Love you too, man. Look, I hope you can come back on Tuesday, man. You know I always love seeing you, Denver Gator. I think Love is a product of a good team. Packers are getting hot. This is a team I thought was falling apart. I thought that they were going to pick in the top 5, definitely top 10. Came back around. CB Prod, hey, Dan, just want to check in, see how the stream's going great. Chiefs are doing awful. Down by 8, 105 left, 2nd and 10 at their own 30. Patrick Mahomes empty formation, or he's going to scramble around to the right. He wants to go downfield. He's going to run. He's at the 35. He's at the 40. He's going to go out of bounds. He's going to get hit. It's a legal play. Chiefs don't like it, but it is a legal play. There is a flag on the play here. This may be a late hit. We're going to see how it's going. CB Prod, man, I'm glad to see you, brother. The referees are going to get together. This could be a 15-yarder. This could be a big one because Patrick Mahomes was going out of bounds, but he was still in play. I thought it was legal. I really did. I thought it was legal, but yeah, it's going to be a 15-yarder. So big penalty for the Kansas City Chiefs. I think Love is like Dak's solid QB. I think Dak's better than Jordan Love, but Jordan Love the last several weeks has played lights out, and the NFL has gone out of its way to protect their quarterbacks. I thought it was legal, but it's going to be 15. It's going to be a first down. Huge penalty because this now puts you on the Packers' 45-yard line, 57 seconds left. You can use so much more of the playbook here. You don't have to be in a hurry, and you don't have to go out of bounds. Rashee Rice is going to catch the ball at the 45. He's going to cut up field. He's going to be corkscrewed and dragged down. The ball comes loose. They're not whistling the play dead. I believe he's down. He's going to go. Valentine is going to score, but they're going to look at this. I believe he's down. I believe Rashee Rice is down. There's another flag on the play here. I believe Rashee Rice is down. Patrick Mahomes is pointing. The referee's indicating touchdown. Patrick Mahomes kind of grinning because it looks like there's a flag on the play. I thought Rashee Rice was down. We got a lot of stuff to uncover. Stay tuned. We got a game here. Packers sign Love the So the way it looks is I think he's down. They're going to take a look at this. But what they're saying is that Rashee Rice rolled over on the belly of the player. His butt is down. The ball is kind of coming loose here. The way it worked is that if this would have been called down on the field, there's no way to get overturned. Because it was called a touchdown on the field, then we'll have to see what happens. We could be looking at a Packers touchdown. We're still figuring out what's going on here. There's still a flag, and so we don't know what's going on. At least I don't know what's going on. Now keep in mind, because I can't listen to the sound while have the stream go on. I'm looking at the captions as I'm talking to you, but it looks like they're seeing the same thing that I saw, that Rashee Rice was down. It looks like it's going to be another penalty here. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, so he is ruled down by contact, which was obvious. I have no idea what the flag is. There's a 15-yard penalty, and I'm trying to find out where the penalty is. Oh, they're saying Isaiah Pacheco put his head down. It's 15-yarder. So the way I believe this is going to work is that Rashee Rice is down. He did get a first down. They are going to move it back 15 yards, but it's still going to be first down. I believe, if I did my math right, on this here, it's going to be 1st and 10 at the Packer 41. But Jesus, yeah, I know, man. It's getting nuts. It feels like a loss, man. I'm not going to lie to you. They're looking at this again. It feels like a loss because I think Green Bay did everything right. It's going to be an official review. 40 seconds left in the game, no matter what. We're going to see this same way you do. I'm not listening to it with sound, so I can do the stream. So I don't have the information from the announcer. I can just tell you what I saw. It looked obvious that he was down to me. I think it's going to show that he's down. However, they called it a touchdown on the field. The Pacheco 15-yard penalty will be enforced. If I'm doing my math right, I think the Chiefs will get the ball back at around the Packers' 46-yard line with 40 seconds left. Keep in mind they have no timeouts, but we're getting an explanation, which I have to read on closed caption. I can't understand it. It's going to be a personal foul, Isaiah Pacheco, and the Chiefs are going to have the ball. I believe it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs at the Packers 46-yard line. We'll find out here in just a second. 40 seconds left. And Isaiah Pacheco is being disqualified. All right. Oh, that's why. Okay, so it wasn't they put his head down, he threw the punch. Okay, so and it's actually going to be closer to midfield. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs at around midfield here. It's going to be right on the 50. I thought it was going to be at the 46. It's right on the 50. 1st and 10, 50 seconds left in the game. 1st and 10. Isaiah Pacheco has been disqualified. CEH has taken over. Patrick Mahomes, he's going to go deep downfield. He just throws one up for grabs, and this should be why is that not a flag? 2nd and 10 here. Ballantyne literally piggybacked MVS, but there was no flag. What the Jesus? Okay, MVS gets a step. The ball's a little underthrown. How is that not a flag? So he climbs over his back, and like oh God. They're showing a replay. Valentine is all over. This should wow, what a bad missed call by the officials. A game-changing call. 44 seconds left in the game. 2nd and 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs at midfield. Because you have 44 seconds, you can attack the middle of the field. Empty formation here. Patrick Mahomes, he's scrambling around. He's going to drop it off to CEH. CEH is going to try to get more yardage instead of going down. It's a gain of 8. It's going to be 3rd down and about 2. We're going under 30. It's probably going to be snapped at around 25 seconds here, and that's what it is. Patrick Mahomes, he's going to go back pass. He's going to throw it. It's going to be MVS. MVS is they're going to call this This is a big one, and they're going to call him out of bounds and stop the clock. Great job by MVS as he was fighting with the defensive back, and the defensive back was trying to pull him. Yeah, that should have been a penalty. 19 seconds left, and so Valentine was fighting with MVS. So the rule is if you go backwards out of bounds, the clock still go. The clock can still go, but if you're going sideways, so anyway, it's Patrick Mahomes. He's going to take a shot downfield. He's going in the end zone, and it's incomplete. He was trying to hit MVS again, triple coverage. 14 seconds left. So what the Chiefs decided, just take a shot in the end zone. And the reason why you want to do that is there's only 14 seconds. So now you're at a point that if you throw the ball in the middle of the field, you can't stop the clock. Now, you know what? Every fan base says that. So yeah, MVS is pissing me off. Yeah. It's at the 33. A play in bounds ends the game. So there's a stoppage of clock here. And it's going to be a timeout, Green Bay. Every fan base says this, but that's just a bad call. Every fan base says that. They're saying that the refs pick on you guys, and that's not exactly accurate. But every fan base, seriously, 32 fan bases feel like the refs screwed them. I try to be objective. I think the refs do a better job in the NFL than they do in other professional sports, but that's just a bad call. Is that the difference between Chiefs winning and Chiefs losing? No, it's not. Jordan Love outplayed Patrick Mahomes. Matt LaFleur outcoached Andy Reid. Give the Packers a lot of credit. They deserve to win. It feels like they won the game. I mean, it really does, even though there's some life left. And I've seen a lot of craziness in the NFL, but 14 seconds left, no timeouts, 33 yards. It's give Packers a lot of credit. Patrick Mahomes back to pass here. Patrick Mahomes, he's going to scramble around. He's going to throw the ball out of bounds. 8 seconds left in the game. And I think that what they're trying to do is that they had a play designed, and if it wasn't open, just throw it away. And 8 seconds left, and they took MVS off. Yeah, and they're putting MVS back out there, and it should have been a penalty. It was a bad one, but yeah. Trips to the top of the screen, MVS and Rashee Rice at the bottom here. They're going to throw the ball, and it looked like they're trying to get MVS one-on-one, and they're hoping that Green Bay wouldn't have called it, but maybe. If Kansas City plays, yeah, it could be. The Chiefs' offense isn't on par. The defense, which was kind of the calling card of this team. I really love this defense, but you give it 27. So that play was they're trying to get MVS in open space. Now it's a 4th and ball game, 5 seconds left. Let's see what can happen. Patrick Mahomes is going to go back to pass here. Empty formation here. He's scrambling around. He's trying to make something happen. He's going to throw the ball into the end zone. It's a jump ball. It falls incomplete. Game over. Packers win 27-19. Give the Green Bay Packers a lot of credit. There's a recipe. Long touchdown drives, force the Chiefs into red zone field goals, win the turnover battle. Check, check, and check. Green Bay Packers did a fantastic job. The Chiefs fall to 8-4. And what's really rough is that this puts the Chiefs in a really bad spot because if the playoffs were to start today, the Kansas City Chiefs would be the 4 seed, where if we would have won, would be the 1 seed. Miami, Baltimore, and Jacksonville Jacksonville plays on Monday night, but I really like their chances against the Bengals. Keep in mind the Chiefs did beat Jacksonville in Miami. So tough loss for my Chiefs. I felt really, really good about this game, but it is what it is. Keep in mind, I'll be live Tuesday, and Tuesday will also have my picks video out. My picks videos have been doing pretty well. Lot of traction. So yeah. Sorry, Dan. It was a nice game though. It felt like, man, it just kind of felt like a Packers win. Tough loss. But it is what it is. But yeah, that's what we're going through. I'll have my picks video out Tuesday, ideally by noon, but it will come out Tuesday afternoon. I will be live Tuesday night, 7 p.m. I believe I will have a guest in Keys. I believe Keys is going to join me. And if there's any final thoughts, questions, statements, suggestions, anything, please let me know. Yeah, I'm kind of in a bad mood. You know, it was a rough day, man, and got a loss to end it. But thank you again for showing up. Thanks for all the great comments. I love doing this. I mean, it would have been much better for a Chiefs win than a Chiefs loss, but it still, it was a lot of fun doing this. I have a blast doing it, and thank you all. And at that note, I'm going to end it. Don't forget, my picks video will come out Tuesday. I will be live Tuesday. I believe Keys is going to join me. So hopefully I'll see everybody back on Tuesday.